They don't like that. Now we talking about Detective BOZO, and his new hiree, and Aunt JEFE. That's what I'm gonna call blood. Aunt JEFE. Aunt JEFE. This nigga has been hired to the YouTube Strinanies. And I ain't mad at him, you know what I mean? But I am gonna call you on your bullshit. And that's a fact. Yes, sir. We gonna do that. We gonna do that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. So we have officer, detective, FBI agent. Put him down with the recordings. Get him locked up. Get him RICO. I never knew nothing. I barely knew anything. I only knew he from this part. I didn't know he'd do that part. Yeah. Officer, detective, WAK, the BOZO, aka Big Dummy, still getting people indicted. And for the life of me, since I took this break in between lives, I can't see why Aunt Jefe would think going to No Jumper with WAK 100 was a good career move. Munchie don't even get like WAK 100. He call him Weenie 100. And Aunt Jefe shares the same studio as Munchie B. So now I can fully see that in the content world, they could bang whatever hood they want to. They could say whatever hood they want to, especially if they really got put on that. But they like even if they ain't really in their hood, like they say they is, it don't even matter, because whatever you can sell to the world is what matters. I'm catching on very, very quickly. It's not taking me long, literally. And now I'm even more on it because they gonna start paying me, monetized. So it's a say less moment on that. But these niggas is going past the monetization phase. They want it all. Brand new socks and drawers. And I'm balling every time I stop and talk to y'all. I want it all. Yep. They want that Mac 10 song. And for the life of me, like I said, Aunt Jefe, you told the world you got a million calls about you going on No Jumper. And you still go to WAK Jumper with WAK Daddy, Snitch Daddy, nigga, whatever you want to call him. Because he on that P. Diddy type shit. He on fucking niggas over. No Vaseline. And I ain't talking about the homo style. You feel me? No homo sapiens. Like I said, I ain't got no problem with him. And I got some relatives. Well, I ain't got no relatives, but people that I grew up in church that I found out later on, you know. But it don't worry me because I ain't into that, so that's them, you know what I mean? They don't bring it around me, and I just know they look like nicer type guys, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know what I'm saying, but they just nice boys, you know what I mean? But yeah, we finna get back into this content because it seems that WAK 100, the way to look on his face with Carl Winslow, aka Aunt Jefe, don't do nothing but what the checks say. Yeah, he a fat boy. You know how fat boys is, man. They gotta eat, and even if they got some, they want some. It ain't enough for the Taco Bell meal. They want to go to Golden Corral, hometown buffet. No. Don't get them no 3-piece, no 4-piece. They want the 8, the 12. Yeah, chicken bones all up under the seats and all that. Crumbs everywhere. But they keep the shit clean on the outside. You go up in there, man, car seats smell like all kind of booty juice. But, you know, that's just a fat boy life. You know what I mean? You can't shake that. You can't even wash that. You ever been around a fat boy? He could take a shower with Irish Spring, Green Sport, or Aloe. And that nigga still smell like booty juices. You like, damn, nigga, did you wash your neck? It seems like you know how fat boys always got that extra ring around their neck and stuff like that. They be dark than a bitch. You be like, damn, nigga, you can't reach that far or something. Like, damn, nigga, you ain't done, nigga. Like you tell your 5-year-old kid, get your ass back in that shower. You didn't take no goddamn bath. Get your ass back in there. Man, matter of fact, yo, just like my mama said, your towel in here bone dry. How you gonna say you washed up your towel in here bone dry? Well, that's how I'm on these niggas' ass. And Jefe, you have crossed the line. The only thing we could ever do is talk online. Face to face, hell no. Nigga, you ain't no real nigga. You went to go to Fed Depot. I don't give a damn what you say, what you try to explain, nothing. You just explained in the beginning you had hella homies calling you, telling you not to go to Fed Depot. Why are you on there when you... That's like the homies telling you, hey man, don't go over there in the Crenshaw Mafias. They hot as a motherfucker, man. I'm talking about blazing. You go right over there and try to play with fire. Come on, man. You got to get burnt to know what it is. You just said you dodged a RICO, some kind of CC. I don't know what the bullshit y'all be getting in, crossed up into. Y'all be, first off, y'all dealing with too many niggas. Every time y'all hear about some RICO, 18 goddamn niggas. Hell, you think out of 18 people, somebody shutting the fuck up? Oh, hell no, you crazy. You got to be insane. If you think 18 to 20 people gonna shut the hell up on a RICO, nigga, you see the niggas with they motherfucking trackers on their leg. Say less. You know what they did, because if they said some fuckery, they'll be in there with Brick Baby, Big U, and Loose Coochie Drips. And that's an Inglewood fact, nigga. Best believe Brick Baby and Loose Cannon is not having fun in here. You want to know a fact, an Inglewood fact? Them niggas in there stressed out. Oh yeah. Especially Brick Baby. I wouldn't be surprised if he in a health ward. You know he do Perkianas. And this is not alleged. This is what his daddy, Adam 88, said on live. He said, yeah, all those perks, man. I'm glad you just got off. And then you got Lush. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man, just to see you do it. Yeah, it's cool, man. whatever he says, man, he gave us both a job, man. Yeah, even Lush, when he first got his job back from being homeless, crying and shit, to get back on No Jumper, man, look at him now. Look at him when he first started, and look at him now. That nigga skinny than a bitch. That nigga skinny than 2 bitches. The fuck, that nigga pencil thing. But you gotta check that out. I'm just putting it out there for you right now. Say less moments. We finna get into the detective and head the new hiree and detective Carl Winslow, and then we gonna talk to WAK 100, aka Detective BOZO, aka Big Dummy. And Jefe, you just did whatever forward progress you did. Just like they said, you can do a lot of shit. But when you do that one thing, it is your career. Say less. Man, this nigga just in there with WAK 100. It's federal. Mind you, this is being recorded.
I did too much jail time and I kept it shitty my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Where I could have been compromised.
Hit that like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
Like, bro, I don't do
hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Hit the super chat. Show some love on the super chat.
Started them understanding that you're not going to do what they tell you to do.
No, exactly. That's the irony. They trying to compromise you. That's the irony. They're trying to compromise you.
Look, they know since I was a kid. They like one thing about it, they like shit. Well, I ain't got this on mine. He gonna do what he want to do. Because look, one thing about me, I'm not a nigga you can recruit, bro. Where's this right and wrong, bro? I'm gonna be on the right side every time. So
if you went over there to the park with,
so if you wrong, like nigga, I'm not gonna. With you, nigga, you ain't gonna have to call my phone and tell me a nigga wrong. Don't with a nigga. If a nigga is foul, like if you can show me some paperwork on a nigga, like he said. So let me rephrase that. He asked me if they do give me some paperwork on him, if he's hot, what I'm gonna do to him, nigga. Even though it ain't gonna mean nothing to him, nigga. I'm not gonna with you, nigga.
No, but you gotta read it. What I'm saying is, the old rules was. The old rules was you can't read, you ain't gonna do nothing. No, that's protected the right.
No, we ain't doing that no more.
Anybody can read the work. You ain't got to do nothing to the nigga, but you could expose that. You can share that.
Yeah, but look. And then this another thing. So, because niggas really be out here, bro. Like we talking about they playing chess because they be thinking about their age. Like I told
hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Come on, smash that like button, smash that notification bell.
It ain't, bro, for real. That's it.
You on that.
Hit the super chat.
Bro, you just born
Show some love.
So with that being said, a lot of niggas be trying to like speak this street justice and this street acronym and like got this street substance. But this is my thing. Since you got so much street substance and you want to go on a smear campaign about somebody being a snitch or rat, why would you get on camera with somebody who would tell you that they is a known tattletale to debunk another dude that you're trying to say is a snitch and or a teller, bro? It don't make no sense. That's one thing about it. If I know you bad, nigga, I'm not about to befriend you because I'm beefing with him to try to get you to spill the beans on him, bro. Like, what sense does that make if I'm saying I'm solid? I'm on camera with another dude that it told, trying to make him debunk saying that somebody else told, bro. Like where does that make any sense?
The rules is all out the window. It ain't no rules no more.
Come on, bro.
Absolutely
people
not.
gotta acknowledge that. This
We
man
can
got
see
on
that on the
camera with
stage right
Stutterbox.
now. There ain't no motherfucking
Live
rules.
Zoom, Stutterbox will tell you, and then I ain't got no problem with him. You feel me? Just like, if I get called on my name by anybody, and definitely by something that I'm not, like, I'm going to respond. So it's like, Stutterbox will tell you itself, like, what happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to get on here speak on
me
it.
right now today.
Look. Stutterbox,
keep it real with you.
yeah, Stutterbox will tell you itself what happened. You feel me? Right. So it's like you got on a Zoom camera him. You supposed to be solid. You got on a Zoom camera him trying to debunk WAK about WAK being hot, but you talking to somebody hot. What sense does that make, bro?
You know, he been apologizing to box. She's running from box right now.
Yeah,
like a mother.
But like then he told me that I thought it was gonna be the pull up yesterday, but kind of find out
he's a man in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. I'm like, man, what?
Him and Maria out there with that lash bar.
Man told me that
he's a custodian.
Man told me, hey, if you keep on talking, my next
he's
segment,
a custodian.
I'm gonna put it out there about how you got problems with your homies.
He a custodian.
I'm sitting right here in the set right now.
Like, for real. You know we got his work. He beat a chick, threw her in the trunk. This is what he go to jail for. Yes. He beat a chick up, threw her in the trunk. This him putting in work. You from Fruitown, bro. Okay, let me tell you the ugly part about it right now. This is the ugly part.
Look like
now, one thing about it.
Female.
Me and Big U ran a long, long time, right?
Yeah.
Now, do you know the GRID program? Deuce M's is the one that originated that. We knew nothing about it. It's on the internet. He ran a 3-hour room called the nigga Big U, aka COINTELPRO, the rat. Deuce M's ran this room. This is how we found out about the goddamn GRID. We didn't know about it, right? Now watch this. Big U has heard that, right? So then I look up and he like, I'm gonna play on Big U to try to get on World Star. We had the World Star contract, right? Come to find out, Deuce M's got a brother named Booker Brim from Fruitown Brim, OG nigga. Big U called the dog to roll the nigga up and PC him up. So now you got this nigga who brother got PC'd up by Big U. Big U didn't heard this dude disrespecting him, but at the time, that's when the heat was on. He had no internet presence, right? So he used him for that. What he don't know is when he had him down there passing out the backpacks, that was debater. Oh, you willing to come down? That was debater, right? He has no idea the fact that Big U heard you. 3-hour room. The world didn't know about the GRID until Deuce M's exposed it. This is how we found out about it. I'm oblivious to this shit, right? And the nigga ran a crazy room, right? Nigga, that Big U is never gonna forget that. I don't care what you do. You could go drop his wife off $1 million a day. So the work you put in on him, he's never gonna forget that.
Let that go.
He's not letting it go. He can come keep it what you eat, what you lost one day.
Yeah.
One day he's gonna address it.
So for those that aren't fully across what's going on here, essentially you're saying that Deuce M's exposed
Big U the GRID. This is where we got it from. We was oblivious of it. I'm giving him his credit. He broke the content.
We would have never known.
We wouldn't have never known.
But WAK, you was running around with Big U during that time. You don't know about that shit, right?
No, because what I know. Hold on. No. What I know about
WAK know about everything.
I help him with.
They tell him that. Good looking out, real swag. Wacko don't look like an informant. He is Detective Bozo.
What he was doing, he was only charging
on Say Less Moments. He is Detective Bozo, and now he has hired Aunt Jefe, aka Carl's Winslow. You know the show. That nigga is Detective Carl's Winslow.
Hey, bro, I'm this. So I remember I would always sponsor it. Was it 9U helmet and shoulder pads? It was like $2,500, and he would buy the helmet and shoulder pads. The shit you saw Nipsey do at the awards. Yeah. The following year was me and Nick Cannon. We was there. He gave us
the hosting of the event.
He gave us the award. No, he gave us an award, right, for helping out the thing. So when you said developing options, I knew it to be these things. I didn't know nothing about no goddamn this other shit. And I ain't gonna lie, nigga, when I read the paperwork and I seen, cause I used to always ask him, bro, why the hell you got a BlackBerry? He like, he's not savvy. I use this phone for like 15% of what it can do. I don't know how to do a bunch of shit.
There's a thing called the App Store.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Just call my girl, they do. I got a whole team on the month. He know it. If I need something converted, if I need something converted, I go on the clubhouse, traders, convert this link. Right? I got somebody to do it.
Yeah, like he said, 600 to do it for him. Because that's how 600 try to AI my boys. Talking about Munchie, and I was gonna meet him at Darby Park so the homies could put him on. Nigga, I don't even be at Darby Park. Dumbass nigga.
Big Chuck from Death of the Cloud Chaser. When he was in Deuce M's room, say, Big U, what's going on with this cell phone WAK always talking about? I lied him. You know what he did? I ain't never owned a BlackBerry. He don't know. I got the video with him and Suge in his backyard playing ping pong with the BlackBerry in his hand.
Damn.
Right? I just had to lie him. Well, whenever I ask you a question, they already know the answer. I just want to see if you're going to lie to me.
That's
WAK, you ain't important like that.
We gonna get off him. We gonna cut him. Be like enough.
Give me another question.
So the first thing, because I seen the Masakoli thing, she turned down the line. The first thing was doing the big sad little get down. Right.
Okay.
So
that's your boy.
Hold on, no, let him go. Let him go.
That's bro.
Let him go. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let him go.
Hey, besides the movie, I've been knowing that nigga. I know Reggie. Come
on, no. I want to know Reggie. I know you don't got an issue with me about that.
No, look,
you cannot.
I got it. No, I got issues. Look. For the record, nigga, big sad nigga in K-Switch. Nigga, K-Switch hit me personally when he came home, nigga.
So you know what time it is.
Nigga, I'm with the K-Switch part. I know both of them niggas.
Okay.
Personally. Know both of them niggas. Like before this rapping shit, and when niggas know them for, I know both them niggas, bro. I know both them niggas. So no, I don't have a problem with you with whatever y'all did, because you know what I'm saying, T-Money pulled up on me and all that.
You know me T-Money history then, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You go back to 12 years old.
Bam. So he tell me all that. So P Gang, so during that time, right, you brought a lot of people on, you know what I'm saying, No Jumper, you had the OG and who we had with him? What was the
the dude. What was that dude?
What was the homie name? Chin Check, the homie Chin Check. So you brought them up here. They was on a little smear campaign with Big Sad. So somehow during that time,
he said they was on a smear
got
campaign.
Brought up. So basically, you did a segment.
I think he was running with y'all or something. They knew the history of it. I didn't know the
Yeah. So basically,
I think he kept y'all with him. He hung with y'all more in his own neighborhood from what they was telling.
Chin Check.
No, Sad.
Who? Sad. Nah, Sad be with his homies, but Sad hung with a lot of us too, though. Sad definitely over there. They need to stop faking that. They don't play that narrative. Like Sad was over there, like niggas is faking.
Because y'all got the
I used to be over there. I'm not telling you what I think. I used to be in their hood. Him and P Trey, the homie P Trey. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, nigga. I used to be over there. Nigga, with them niggas, you know what I'm saying? Hang with them niggas on corner.
Okay, no, I want.
So this is my situation. So then the A-Trays came up in that situation. So during that situation, when the A-Trays came up, somebody would ever sold you some narrative that the A-Trays is mad at you, had a problem with you, so you came out.
I called you and told you that.
What is that? What?
Somebody called you and said he tried to go over there to the A-Trays. Because they said what the narrative was, somebody from A-Tray told them.
Here's Detective Bozo.
Oh yeah,
Remember I was teasing.
yeah.
So basically, WAK was like, so basically whatever was told about the A-Trays came up during this whole situation. So WAK like, well, I don't know what the A-Trays problem is with me. You feel me? I ain't got no problem with the A-Trays, you know. All I did, you know, the last time I heard or ran into an A-Tray was probably about such and such years ago, you know, some dude in Mexico, you know what I'm saying, his house.
I look out for
him. Yeah, so I'm like, man, so, you know, you put that out there, you feel me? So, you know, I hollered at T-Money. I'm like, hey, look, you know, the homie shop. So he talking about the homie show. He ain't got nothing to do with that situation. But I'm like, being that the A-Trays came up, I'm like, you know, why the homie's name came up, all y'all from West LA, y'all up there, bro, ain't no A-Trays came up there, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas speaking about us, you know what I'm saying? We got a right to be at the table and be heard. So, you know, basically somebody said they high on, you got to say his name. He said he tapped in with you, hollered at you. You like, oh man, I don't know why you want to come up here. Why you just to come up here when y'all came up here?
Oh.
So
I don't know who that is.
Shit, T-Money. T-Money said he hit you like, hey, look, why you trying to go up there and speak, you know, what the A-Tray issue was? And he was like, oh,
I told him bring it. I don't never deny T-Money nothing.
All right, so that was a lie. Then.
Yeah, I would have told him, but I don't never
Wait, so
deny
T-Money said he wasn't allowed
You
here?
know what? I think the
No,
first
T-Money
time...
said, look, I got at T-Money. I'm like, hey, look, bro. You know what you did, T-Money. We ain't got to speak about that. You pulled up on us as well as you pulled up on WAK. We ain't even got to speak about that. Whatever narrative y'all want to run with Big Sad, y'all can run with.
Hold on, there ain't no narrative. No narrative. There's no narrative. That's what it's the truth. So hold on. This is how this happened. I'm going to be real. So I get a phone call. I'm going to be real. Even with this music game, niggas that know me, hey, bro, if you ain't a nigga I'm doing business with or you there, I don't be knowing who these niggas is.
You got a phone call.
So I get the call. They say, hey, bro, this nigga Big Sad keeps speaking on the homie. I don't even know K-Swiss. Come to find out K-Swiss' wife is on Clubhouse with me. Right? I ain't even knowing that.
Oh, wow.
That's who that is. Right?
What a
I knew that she had some ties to T-Money, but I didn't know that was actually K-Swiss' wife, right?
What a
So
coincidence.
he said, WAK, we need a voice. I said, what you mean? He said, yeah, this nigga Big Sad keep whoop. And I think he might have spoke on T-Money or something, right?
Sure.
So I said, all right, well, shit, send me to work. So he sent me to work. That's what I sent to you. So I went to teasing him. So when I go to teasing, Big Sad get off. One thing I can say, he hit my DM. He found my ass up. This nigga talk crazy as a motherfucker.
Big Sad's on your
For sure. This real shit. But listen, I gotta accept what come with it.
For sure.
Because I'm diving into it, right? So my involvement is my nigga come to me and say, WAK, this nigga whoopty whoop, T-Money voice socially wasn't what Big Sad shit was, because his music, I guess, was buzzing and popping, right? So when he get on there, I'm telling him, I go on there. I say, hey, nigga, you better chill out. I got your work. So he like, drop it. So you know what I do. I wait about 10 days. I act like I ain't got nothing. He get at me again, yeah, bitch ass.
The footage?
No, hold on. He get at me again, yeah, bitch ass. That's what I thought, right? So I wait another 4 days, and at midnight, I put a still shot of him in the interrogation room.
The footage.
See, after 2 weeks, he think I ain't got it. I did it on purpose, right?
You're a jerk.
At 6 a.m., I dropped the whole shit.
You hear how he plotting and scheming on people?
So at this point, I'm gonna be real. I ran that content because
On
nigga
purpose.
with me and T-Money go back 12 years old. I used to fight Crips with this nigga. They try to rush him. The nigga has so much heart. I just started helping the nigga fight back. Me and T-Money go back that far.
All right, so look, so bad with that. So, you know, me and T-Money, we sorted our differences out, but being that it's already on the table, we gonna speak on it. So look, this is a situation. T-Money brought that work to me. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? This your boy, you know what I'm saying? Well, my man, let me look at it. I look at it, I'm read it, you know what I'm saying? They show me the little footage of this and that. So bam, I'm like, hey, let me get this. So he like, oh man, I can't do it, you know, something with the lawyer. I'm like, what? I'm like, man, bro, start
That's where
playing.
it come from.
But the whole time he already had gave it to him. He playing, bro. Let's stop playing with me and just keep it gangster.
Right.
Oh, I can't give it to you, the lawyer.
A decade after this.
Yeah, it was about 1 month.
Hey,
Yeah.
Switch gonna call you. Swiss called me. Swiss don't even speak nothing about the paperwork. He just, bro, what's up, bro? You know, nigga ain't seen me in a minute when we chop it up. All right, bro, I'm gonna be out in a minute. I love you, bro. All right, well, bam. So next thing you know, WAK posted. So I'm already like on T Money, like, bro, I thought you couldn't give it up. You talking about this lawyer shit, this and that. This is my thing. So
I never knew he was even involved.
Yeah, because don't nobody want to fuck with WAK. Don't nobody fuck with WAK. Detective BOZO.
Hit the bro, hit the big bro. You know what I'm saying? Big bro hit me. Bob popped up. He like big bro. Like, look, my little bro wouldn't this.
Because we needed the lawyer to actually get the video footage.
So look, like I said with that situation. So look.
So what would you have done with it if he'd have gave it to you?
What you mean?
You asked for it.
Yeah, I asked for it. No, I was about to send it to bro and ask bro what was up with this because this look, listen, me and bro, we talked about it too. So this is my thing, like niggas running with the narrative that he told. You know what I'm saying? So
he gave the description of the car.
Listen, he definitely gave a description of the car. Yeah. This what he did. Look, we're gonna just say this. We're gonna set this straight, and then I'm gonna say this. Would I did that? Like, no, like a nigga just gonna be quiet. Like, you feel me? This is the thing. And I'm not trying to like nigga, bro, I'm not trying to like take up for bro or nothing, but nigga, let's like niggas human beings, bro. Let's be logical. Hold on. Okay. He's a gang member. He's a gang member. Hey,
he said
about
no.
Let me just say human being,
bro. If y'all want to bucket, bro, go ahead. This is what it is, bro. The age, bro.
I mean, the age of.
Fuck the age, bro. Like, nigga going through that shit at that age, that ain't nothing, bro. Like, nigga was out here at 12, so you think a nigga wasn't playing in the streets. This the thing. Bam. That happened. So let's just say this happened. Say you were 600 in a car. Me and WAK sitting in the car. You niggas pull up on me and WAK. I know both you niggas. Nigga, I went to school with you niggas. I know both you niggas government. You niggas pull up on the side of me while I'm sitting in the hood. I make eye contact with you niggas before you niggas do what you niggas do. You niggas get down on me. You niggas get out on me. You niggas kill
unalive girl,
like, you know what I'm saying, a pregnant girl. We try to rush her to the hospital to get her help. Amongst me taking her to the hospital, they lock the doors on me like, nigga, where you going? You ain't going nowhere, nigga. Police about need to come holler at you. Nigga, this girl dead. He's locked in the hospital, can't go nowhere. Detectives come, pull him in the hospital room. He's not at a police station in that room to interrogate him. That's at the hospital. He getting there, they asking him what happened. He explained what happened.
Stop right there. What was he supposed to do?
Hey, lawyer up.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to say nothing.
Lawyer up. But listen, okay. Motherfucking right. Nigga, what motherfucking right?
No.
Lawyer up. This is my thing, though. Let's not play dumb here. Okay, so what happened? Oh, man, you know, I went and did this today, you know what I'm saying? I was on my block chilling, man. A car pulled up. Shit, what type of a car, SUV, truck? An SUV, you know what I'm saying?
Silver, whatever.
Yeah, silver.
But did you give the wrong information?
Listen. What kind of car? Silver SUV. All right. That's that. Let him go. Bam. Them niggas go down.
Something, man. They use that information to lead back to the rental that nigga got, which was a description of the rental he got, which was the same description of the vehicle is in the work.
I didn't see that.
That's what he did, man.
Okay, let's just say if you go with that narrative, but I didn't see that part. So let's go with that narrative, bam. That's supposed to lead back him just saying he didn't say it was a Benz, he didn't say it was a Nissan. I just said it was a great truck.
Wow.
It's a great truck. We don't know shit. It's a million gate trucks, but being on listen to me. I'm not on bullshit.
You is not finna describe that, Ed.
Listen to me.
Wow. You gonna tell them people?
I didn't say that.
No ass, did you
already answered the question?
You know how many times I know you admitted some shit, and you like ain't seen nothing.
You not let me finish.
Go ahead.
Let me finish. I already said, man, I'm a lawyer, but yeah, I did that a million times, bro.
That's what I know.
So, but I know what happened. So, like I said, bro, we not gonna sit here and act like that we don't know the evils of the streets, bro, and how the game is, bro. Like, in the oxymoronish way, I understand it. I'm not gonna do it, but don't mean I can't understand what's going on. You feel me? He in there. I just say a great truck. Like, nigga, I know it's a great Benz and I could have just been like, great Benz. He said great truck. Whatever. That what he said leads back to the niggas getting arrested.
Yeah, because it was a rental. It was a rental.
The nigga, one of the niggas start telling instantly. Man, look, this what happened. Woo. They go back to the house. Bam, find shit from the scene, match it up. Oh yeah, these are suspects. Bam. You know what Big Sad do? Big Sad came to court, and Big Sad wasn't even subpoenaed. Big Sad came to court for them niggas got on the stand.
I'm glad you saying this.
Huh?
I'm glad you saying this.
Saying what?
Go ahead.
Was he subpoenaed?
No, he wasn't. But he got on the stand, and what did he
Big
say?
Sad got on the stand, nigga, and said that nigga, them wasn't the niggas that did it. Nigga, he know them niggas. He grew up with them niggas. And that is the honest.
And he also tried to retract his statement of the description of the car. He definitely tried to. So in order to retract that,
but this so look, that's just as bad as this, bro.
In order to retract,
only way I can retract is my statement is if you looking for me and I get subpoenaed to court.
No, he wasn't subpoenaed. He went. He kept the gangster. No, he kept the gangster to court.
Listen.
But in order to retract something, that means I'm trying to take something back that I said.
Okay, so look though.
Man.
Okay, but look though. So without him being subpoenaed because they felt like the nigga that did all the telling, one of the niggas that was right there, like, man, this is what happened. They wasn't even really like if you look through really the court transcripts, nigga, they wasn't even playing. They didn't even give a fuck about Big Sad saying a motherfucking great vehicle. They nigga, look, listen.
They wouldn't have got arrested with that.
They messed up.
I'm gonna go get it. They used his description, right? Whatever you right, they found some shit at the scene, right? Yeah. Which and whoever would kind of led back the case with somehow, some way. Something about some shooting range, some other shit, right?
Yeah,
right.
And the shells.
No,
like
really.
the nigga had like the shell cases from the scene matched. The nigga still had shells at the house.
So guess what? So when not only, but look, so when they go do the investigation, right? It shows that bro from Mansfield rented a car. They go to the car rental. The description of the car rental just come on. Yeah. Right? So let me out. You got three things. You got the car, the name, and where a nigga live. Right? In our world, where we come from, how many of those things can you give up and not be called a snitch? Can you give up one and still be cool?
You can't give up none.
You a snitch and all.
You ain't supposed to say nothing. See?
How many of those things
you already
can you give?
Man, look, bro. Listen. I'm gonna tell you, bro.
Hey, you get the stuttering
right now,
right.
No. You cannot tell a little bit.
No, WAK 100. He's a YA baby. He just bad we old.
Bro, we done seen some shit. I'm gonna be real.
He played mind games.
I done gave a blind eye too.
Look, bro.
In this situation,
like this, look,
hit that like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
Because I've been fed a narrative on being solid. So that's all I know. And I seen a narrative like where nigga f my mind up because he's trying to break the lesser evils down to me like, oh no, bro. That wasn't snitching, but he made a statement.
Right, but
no, that don't work. You can't say he ain't snitching, but he made a statement. That don't even go together in the same sentence. You can't say he ain't snitching and he gave a statement. That's oxymoron.
You come in with what he did, right? And then you ended with he got on the stand and said it wasn't him. He kudos for him.
We're not talking.
So then that means Snoopy Badass is good
initial testimony
because he got on the stand and did just that. So how you feel about Snoopy Badass? How y'all feel about Snoopy?
Read that shit. I would have had to read it. I would have had to read it. I'm gonna find that shit.
Hit that like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
Have done that. The conversation is basically over.
I think what he's saying.
No. As soon as you said you wouldn't have done that, because you move like a real G.
Look, this is the thing. He broke the rule. We all know that he broke the rules. But it's certain things.
The rule was broken.
It was broken.
Okay.
And there's no way around it. He can't walk no yard with that. You know that. But
Nah, I can't say that.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
You better stop saying that shit.
The road to hell.
Look. look. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. You can't say he can't walk no yard because I've seen it a lot of times, and when we just had the situation where niggas allow people to walk yards, and niggas have been on yards, and niggas have found that they was hot, and niggas like, look, nigga, you gonna go down to court and fix that situation.
Hold on, wait up.
You feel me?
Like this
Hold on, wait, bro. I seen it multiple times, and I can name drop, but I don't even do niggas names like that.
WAK walked the yard.
Ain't my gang business.
WAK told on A Train, did he not?
Yeah.
And he been walking the yard forever.
Yeah. Well, that's not what I meant. I'm just saying, like, you know that's wrong. He broke the rules.
You know it's wrong.
But what you doing?
That must be his little partner, man.
That's what I'm saying.
No, this is about the situation. I know, God, look, I wouldn't have. No, God, nigga, like, nigga, I had that conversation with bro. No, I wouldn't have did it. But this is what I'm saying. I gotta understand too. I just think that nigga overspoke.
What the hell is Lush doing up
trying to
there?
tell,
I still don't understand why Lush is there.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm not trying to take up for a nigga. I think he overspoke. If I really, nigga, I know you, nigga. I played at your house before this game, nigga. We was all West LA.
What your homies tell you when the police get you?
I already said all that.
Say nothing.
Yeah, I already said all that.
If you don't say nothing, you can't overspeak.
Yeah, I already said all that.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm gonna be real. I didn't know who you know it. When they called me, I didn't know what a Big Sad was.
Which is crazy.
And I'm gonna keep it my 100
because
with
he's
you.
like got more emotion.
I know. When I listen to the nigga music is hard as a mother.
Wait, listen.
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
That's why this shit hurts. That's why this shit hurts.
What? Okay, what he say?
He's not a suspect.
No.
So I get shot at, and the police come and they grab me up. I can say, oh yeah, I see who did it. There was a purple car. It was this. And I'm not guilty of anything. If we're on a case.
But what if your info leads to the
gang
arrest?
member? Not if you're a gang member.
It's silver car. I'm never gonna say it's silver car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you give me the wrong info, I'm fucking with you.
Oh yeah.
If we get
He
shot
gave the wrong info. I'm fucking with you.
if we getting shot at, people do that all the time. People may say, "Oh, it was three Mexicans." And it was some
No, I'm with you with that.
No, you
No,
do that. Yeah,
I'm with you with that. But what I'm saying is, he gave accurate information. If that nigga would have said they was in a red pickup truck, I'm with it.
No, but WAK, let me ask you.
On my mom.
No, but WAK.
I'm telling you, bro.
WAK, no, but don't you think people?
No, he said something real.
No, bro.
But don't you
He
think
said something real. Hey, if a nigga give, I've been in that situation. If a nigga give the total opposite information, nigga would look. It was three niggas and a gray car, and you pull up and you hit. Who was it? Three Mexicans in a red pickup truck. I'm with you.
Yeah, but no, I feel like that's
Because
that's moving. That's moving the goalposts.
Yeah, it's a derailment because now who they? I respect that, right?
But
I ain't gonna have nothing bad to say about it.
But y'all be saying though that if any type of cooperation, any statement made, whether it's a
You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Let's say I'm the shooter, right?
yeah,
And the paperwork come right, and it say Aunt Hefe, the victim shot, gave a description of the vehicle, red pickup truck, and it was three Hispanics. I'm gonna say I f with that nigga. That's my enemy, but I respect his hand.
So look,
Because he told him something total opposite.
okay, so look, so
You
this
get
is
what
why
I'm saying? I'm not gonna call him. He didn't do nothing wrong right there.
So this is why they say don't say that period, because what if it's just somebody three Mexicans in the red pickup truck?
yeah,
You feel me?
and then they get
Yeah, correct. But
I'm gonna be real. I wouldn't have called him. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what he's saying? What if three Mexicans have to get bumped up in the area and they dirty, and because of what I told them,
Right.
they didn't get.
That's why I say don't
I'm
say
gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
They just gonna have to live with that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know, nigga. I was trying to help the situation.
right though. That's still technically making a statement. It's no.
That's why they say don't say that period.
You know what I'm saying is,
Right.
I wouldn't have said Big Sad did something wrong. But when I saw that they did the research, whatever they found led back to the rental,
Right.
and the rental was a description in the color of the whatever, at that point, that's where it went bad.
I just wonder if Ant would be defending this guy if it wasn't like the most cracking Trey rapper in the past several years. But like, you know
I
what I'm
think he
saying?
just know his character, bro.
But I'm just saying, like,
I gotta defend, like, what I think. Look, brothers, you gotta understand. Name one instance that you would try to see young Aunt Hefe Right, Big Sad Wave. Big, I
No.
got 6 unreleased songs with this nigga, and I only put 1 song out with me and this nigga, bro. What are you talking about?
You do know,
right? I got 6 unreleased songs with this nigga. I only put 1 song out.
You do know for the record, right? Listen, you do know the industry and the fans, they don't give a you do know that. Like, they don't give really, I'm gonna be real. If you're a rapper out there, if you're a rapper and you snitched on somebody, you should bring me your paperwork, let me premiere it, and drop a song in the video the same day. Because today, bro, they don't care.
It can be part of your marketing strategy.
Hey, right now, I'm gonna be real. Your songs you got is good. You held them because your presence right now is where it's higher than what it was prior to. You should release them songs, bro. They don't care. It's not gonna be a blur. Tell them about it.
But look, this is the cold part about it. I don't care about that. The one song that I released with him was in the fiasco, all that shit going on.
Well, his point he's saying is that he's not releasing it because of the paperwork. He's not releasing it because for whatever reason.
Yeah, I just hold him. The one I liked it the most, I just released. I really didn't care about that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's your homie outside of rap.
Yeah,
Sorry.
He for that nigga, he just taught himself how to rap within like the last 5 or 6 years. That nigga wasn't rapping. I knew that nigga before he was rapping.
So right now, if he called you,
if he called you niggas, bro.
So if
nigga, I ain't no fan, nigga.
If Big Sad called you right now and said, "Ant, come get on this song," would you get on it?
Yeah.
That's why he didn't attack me about 6'9". I've been waiting on it. That's why he didn't attack me about 6'9".
I didn't attack you about 6'9", but look, this is the thing.
It's the same shit.
Nah. How?
What? Who said it's not? It's no. Look, God said. God said. God said. No sin is greater than the next.
Man, what?
That's what he said.
I don't know who the fuck wrote that Bible.
Amen to NFA. I don't know who the fuck wrote that Bible. He said, that's my words exactly. I don't know who the fuck wrote that Bible.
So listen, I'm gonna be real. I wouldn't have nothing to say about especially the soul.
Yeah, I can go.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
But this what I feel.
I'm gonna look at it like his business. We're gonna you niggas got a problem with Big Sad, you gotta come see me first. I'm gonna be like, hey, what are you doing, bro?
No, because look, bro did do something that he shouldn't have did. You feel me on everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I know that he know these individuals, so I know that he wasn't trying to tell. Like, he could have told them
20 years ago wouldn't be saying this.
You know,
I'm glad you going through a transition.
I knew about the situation 15 years ago. I knew about this
15 years ago. You didn't think that
because K-Swiss wasn't painting that narrative on side.
Okay, it would have been painting the same narrative 15 years ago. Who he was 15 years ago, your mentality. If Switch was painting the narrative that he had painted at the end of it 15 years ago, what would have been your mentality?
I would have asked Switch still. I'd have been like, bro, look, because we know each other. That's like me knowing each other. Niggas, I want to tell on you. I can tell on you.
So
like I said,
so you gauging him on what he didn't say.
It ain't what look. I know y'all. Like, nigga, I'm not about to say nothing. We already got that established. I know y'all, nigga. Yo, nigga, I know Chris and I know Johnny, nigga.
But you're gauging on what he didn't say.
If I want to tell,
so
nigga,
you
I could have roasted you. I could have told on y'all.
So you saying what he told was minute to what he could have told.
Yeah,
he could have. Yeah, I could have told because I knew who it was.
So based upon that,
I said, don't say nothing. We know that.
So he did.
Nigga, no murder. We know that.
I'm gonna give you this. Like, you gonna own this.
I know
he did misdemeanor snitching. And that's a misdemeanor. Oh man, it's not a felony. Man, he had a felony test. You want some bullshit.
So you got the intentional snitching and you got the unintentional.
He said you got intentional snitching and unintentional snitching. These niggas crazy.
Get the information.
He might have been in shock.
Get them likes up. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Hit that super chat if you got your income taxes.
He might have been in shock. I'll give you
that. Let's keep it real, bro.
There you go.
If I know you and I want to tell on you, Nigga, I know you. You know I know you.
That
We
would've been
played
felony
with-
telling.
we played with each other, nigga. I can just send them to your house. I know where you live at. I know your mama.
That's going-
I know
That
your
would've been
name, bro.
felony
That's what I just said though.
That's why he gave
Look,
misdemeanor telling.
You got
That's
unintentional.
one right here. Don't do.
Okay, look, that's why you got unintentional. And you got
He said unintentional
No,
and
listen,
intentional.
I know you.
No,
Wow.
it's all intentional because you're saying what you said.
Right, you're right.
But
Yeah,
if he would have gave the name and who you live at, that's as far as what's going on today.
yeah.
Felony telling.
Right.
What
He said as far as what's
told him
going
about
on
new taxes,
today,
misdemeanor
felony telling.
He's already acknowledged though he made a mistake. You
Now he trying to break down the snitching calibration. He said snitching misdemeanor, snitching felony. Nigga, it's all telling. How can you come with this conclusion unless you the captain of the snitch team?
Look, yo, y'all got your perspective on it. I got my
Hit the
perspective,
like.
bro.
Listen to this too.
Hit the
Listen to this too.
subscribe.
We don't care.
Hit the notification. God damn, do
If you come
something.
with the disrespect, we're gonna expose you. It's
You know,
supposed-
listen, I'm gonna be real. I got a war chest.
No, for
I
sure,
look,
for
hey,
sure.
hey, this was real. I got a war chest full of some diabolical niggas we know telling. I don't say nothing.
Oh, war chest.
Now, if you ever hear me tell a nigga, hey, bro, go on, leave me alone,
Yeah.
That's 'cause I got
for
the
sure,
shit.
for sure.
right? You probably heard on Clubhouse, hey, bro, go on, bro. Now, I look, I'm like, all right, I don't know the nigga ain't did nothing to me. So
Right.
now, okay, I look up. This how I work. And I see on the blog, whoop-de-whoop, disrespect and FA, right? I'm like, nigga, I'm f***ing that. Hey, what up? Check your text. No, WAK, good looking out. I'm gonna send you the shit. I'm just on some real shit. I'm just with somebody I quit. I'm gonna send them the shit. I'm gonna be like, there you go, right? I will do that. But other than that, I got all kind of shit. I just don't say nothing because nigga ain't did nothing to me. But if I see you crossing
I ain't
paths
never known him
with
not to
somebody
say
I
nothing
quit,
at all.
I'm gonna send the shit and let you do your thing.
Yeah, so with that being said, like other than that, like it ain't no smoke. So that's why I think these YouTube streets get too involved in things and try to paint their own narratives because like
Because the truth
got
is
it
the
in their
truth.
head that I've been beefing with WAK. Like I've been telling WAK in the beginning, like nigga, it ain't never been no smoke, nigga. With me and WAK, I spin narratives. I do content on WAK. I did content on WAK when he had said controversy shit or said shit when I'm like, oh man, what this nigga had said on me. So like nigga, he got a lot of networks, nigga. This is shit I'm just learning on myself going through YouTube. So me doing content on WAK, niggas, everybody just ran with the context that he beef with WAK, he don't like WAK, and I'm just like, oh now he cool with WAK, WAK compromised.
Yeah.
I never had a problem.
Yeah, that's why you don't. That's why you don't know jumper because you
And niggas don't like
you
to give me my
compromise.
credit and props. I am the Drake of YouTube clickbait.
Wow.
Coming into this motherfucker.
He said the Drake of
That's real shit.
YouTube clip,
Like,
man.
yo, you gotta take the good with the bad.
Wow.
When you doing shit, if you coming into this motherfucking game, you come from battle rapping.
That's right.
Whoever the niggas up top, the up and coming battle rapper gonna want to diss this nigga to try to get a challenge with him, right? That's gonna happen. I like to hear motherfuckers that come from where I come from, right, break me down or address shit that I do. Because sometimes I'll be like, I'll be like, yeah, he said some real shit. I did go too far there. Or this, that, and other. Like, cause I don't remember what you said. But if I did say whatever it was about Cody, right? Nigga couldn't take nothing away from Monster Cody's gangster when it come to them jails and his era, what he was doing on these streets. That's a fact. So if I did say that, I gotta correct that. That's a fact. That's just what it is. That's just some real shit. Right?
But to say Big U did more business wise is also a fair statement.
Yeah, he crossed over.
Yeah, for sure. No, I could. That'll be my me that has a problem with that. Oh, nigga, you said Big U did more than him in business. Like, what?
No, when I said
Especially
the
the
whole
10 years later.
I said coming from when niggas come on the streets, this rap on the streets, penitentiary, paroling, and then either niggas go back to doing what they doing, get caught up, get killed, and go back to jail, or niggas further they shit and
I just feel you down thing. You like shit. Marcus Carter was a crackhead. He was on crack. It's like we know that G homie had his demons. He was smoking crack, but he didn't have to down him like that. Like, oh man, Marcus Carter, he was a crackhead. He was smoking crack.
Nigga, I got some diabolical crackheads in my set who opened up doors for my set. You know, I had a G homie call to tell me, you know, let me see, because At one point in time, the G home, I used to always mention him. I throw his ass under the bus. But because I had a conversation with one of my triple OGs is the reason why I'm hearing what you're saying, right? Because sometimes in some situations, you can't tear down an individual, right, who stood up super tall for a situation. Like he said, everybody got some shit they did and went through. You know what I'm saying? I got some crazy homies, but when it comes to a brawl, lose their mind. You know what I'm saying? Lose their mind. Right? So at the end of the day, because even right now, like I would ordinarily have said my homie's name. My homies know what I'm talking about. I got a G homie open up the doors for us, open up the doors to the module and all this shit. But they said, WAK, regardless of what your dispute is with dude, right? He still came before you. And because of him, he opened up the doors for you to walk through that you didn't have to kick down.
Yeah.
So I gotta respect that. So the same shit with Monster Cody, because even myself, I was intrigued by his book. I read it a couple times. It inspired me to write. He's the reason why I wrote a book myself. I just never published it. I wrote a book called Infiltration because Monster, the gang member, wrote a book and I'm sitting in the penitentiary. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna write a book myself. And what I was gonna do was a 12-chapter book called Infiltration. I still got it on the yellow prison paper. Dub C, shout out to Dub C, gave me my first real industry lead. My thoughts was to have an artist do a song to each chapter of the book, take the CD, put it on front of the book. You can't buy one without buying another. That's what I was doing.
So basically, WAK was originating bundle packages before they even existed.
But I was inspired to write the book because I read Monster Code.
I mean, that's not a bundle package though, straight
That's a
up.
fact.
Yeah, so that's just all of that. Other than that, like, yeah, so, you know, YouTube, they spin their little narratives because me doing content on you. So everybody had it, oh, yeah, he don't like WAK, or smoke with them, now they compromise. And I'm like,
I mean,
You gotta be compromised going on no jumper.
If a nigga don't run something or reaction on me and
You been compromised.
YouTube game, and he
In the
had
YouTube
his
streets.
goddamn self.
and then, oh yeah, dead to my other folks out here in the street. So let me address this too. This is another thing. So if you deal with Young and Jefe, my nigga, you deal with me, you know I deal with you, my nigga, you know how I get down, bro. Like, I'm not into other niggas' beefs, bro. I don't I'm not into other niggas' beefs. If a nigga do something foul, he ain't got no business doing that, compromise integrity, like, nigga, I'm not gonna fuck with him. Like, it goes without saying, like you ain't gotta say nothing, but y'all niggas gotta know out here, bro, that war is raw, bro, and raw is war, bro. So when y'all niggas warring with other niggas, bro, and niggas is getting to talking about y'all mamas and saying shit that y'all don't like, bro, that's between y'all, bro. You feel me? Like, don't implement me that. If a nigga's a rat, if a nigga's a snitch, I'm not gonna deal with him. You ain't even gotta worry about that. But a war of words because you beefing with a nigga and y'all saying a nigga ain't good somewhere, this and that, bro, that don't got nothing to do with me. Now, if you show me some work, or you can put me on the phone with any nigga that's in jail behind the nigga, bro, on the set, bro, like, you got my vote. But other than that, bro, because your personal feelings, don't put them on me or portray them on me, because I don't do that to y'all, bro. Like, you feel I deal with a lot of niggas, like him and ODM Slim, they go back and forth. My nigga, I fuck with ODM Slim.
I never met
you feel me? Him and Munchie go back and forth. Nigga, I fuck with Munchie, bro. Like, none of that shit don't have nothing to do with me, bro, because like, at the end of the day, bro, like, niggas, everybody know where everybody be at a point of time, bro. And if you really ain't trying to, like, you know, bust, that shit is just talk. Like, it's just YouTube talk, bro. Don't get too involved in your feelings in this shit, bro. Like, for real, man. Like, definitely if you talking about you a street dude, bro, like, cause we gotta go off facts out here, bro. Like, if a nigga's all bad, bro, you ain't gotta recruit Young and Jefe. I'm not gonna fuck with a nigga, bro. I don't fuck with nobody bad, bro. And doesn't mean that I'm gonna do something to him. I'm gonna try to unalive somebody. I'm not gonna deal with him because it goes against my beliefs and my integrity, bro. So, like, if it ain't no paperwork that you can show me, some CSI shit, because I don't know, I wasn't there. I'm not the one that got compromised, so I don't know. If you can't show me no paperwork, or you can't show me or put me on the phone with somebody that got some proof that they in jail behind a nigga, man, don't tell me nothing about no motherfucking snitching on God.
And listen, if you got some work, we're gonna run the work.
That's it.
And I'm gonna let you know, and I tell people this. I kicked off a lot of shit. I kicked off truck driving for street niggas. I was the first one getting passes. I used to put up my little driving shit, 15, 25,000 a week. I motivated niggas in the penitentiary to get out driving trucks.
And it's also like you was doing that when you was already
When
managing.
you look at it from 99 to like 2008, about 2008, 2009, I started seeing niggas getting into it, right? Because I would put up my weekly shit and showing niggas what I was getting paid, right? And niggas was calling me like, WAK, how I get the book? I'm telling them where to get the book, and niggas is coming home, jumping off internet. When it comes to this YouTube shit, what we turned it into, right? Say what you want. The structure I put down on Clubhouse, creating a media team, that shit been open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 3.5 years. The 100 side ain't never closed, right? It was a nigga named CEO Reed.
Yeah, you don't want to keep the bullshit going.
Dudes, right? The nigga tricked Freaky Zeke into the room.
Dipset, Freaky Zeke?
Nigga tricked him into the room, I swear to God. And act like he was cool with him for like 30 minutes. And said, Freaky, you're a pretty good reader, bro. I got some shit. Can you read it for me, bro? Because niggas like the New York slang and accent. Yeah, no problem. And made him read his own snitch paperwork.
How he
On the
gets
100
that
floor.
instantly when like the first part is
The
your
nigga, he started reading, he had to keep going. Right? So, like, we've been, the exposers started on Clubhouse.
I didn't even know Zeke had paperwork. That's
Right?
right.
Oh, he's a rat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My childhood is destroyed.
Yo, you gotta understand that we've been running, we listen a lot. So what we started doing is taking that and then sending it to YouTube, and a lot of people is
Everybody got a clout
so
chase.
now niggas is like,
No, but see, I understand. See, I'm a nigga like this, bro. Like, I'm laid back. I mind my business, but when you make me get on bullshit, I get on bullshit. So like if a nigga like trying to play target a nigga or a nigga like ruffle nigga fellas, I'm gonna start doing my digging too, nigga. Like for sure. But other than that, I stay out niggas' business and let niggas do them. And stay in my lane because I expect you to stay in yours. But when niggas venture in niggas' lanes, of course, yeah, niggas crash course.
He went from the authentic kitchen background. Now he got some little shit. You know Hollywood.
He gonna get a hot tip. He got a red cam on the way.
Whether you believe it or not, nigga, my mama, nigga, I got all that shit, nigga. I got nigga laptop, all this shit, nigga, microphones on the dead homies. Right. I don't plug none of it up. I've been bought all that shit, nigga. Right. Spent thousands on that shit. I don't plug it up because I don't have time. I really be on the go. Nigga, I might wake up in the morning or be somewhere at the house where I go. Then I might nigga be at the shop chilling. I really be blogging on the go, so that's why I don't use none of that shit. Like, nigga, I got all that shit. Nigga, I got rooms, all that I can set my shit up like this, but I know I'm not about to really sit down there and really do that shit like that. So I'll be on the phone, bro.
Right,
I'll be on the phone.
It's just like
and it's working for a nigga. So it's like, why fix what ain't broke?
It's like a remote control car for me. When I feel like I use it. I don't.
Yeah.
I'll be so caught up in that.
You really don't need all that. People want to talk to you and see what y'all talking about. Niggas ain't caring about the best extra, like thumbnails, all that shit is cool, but really they want the content.
When you're able to pay less people and keep the overhead lower, shit, you see that and just got rid of it.
Why you think they mad? Why you think they mad? And I clown niggas. I said, y'all hating J Hood, Baby B Braids, and there's another one from 40s. I forget his name.
Shout out to them, man.
Star. Yeah. Y'all hating on these niggas because some of you niggas got these spots with these couches and all this ambiance and all these cameras and editors.
Got it looking real professional.
With a clothesline, right, and some gray walls going up, and getting their views, right? So I would be mad too, nigga. If I was a nigga, I'm spending $3,000 a month on my spot, all this shit and all this, and my shit is doing 500 views, and this nigga is in a goddamn prison cell with a clothesline and gray wall, making some motherfucking some noodles, top ramen, and he doing 34. I'll be mad as a motherfucker too, bro.
Hey, and Tory Lanez making better albums.
I'll be hot.
You feel me? And Tory Lanez made a better album than half these rappers with studio time in the same circumstances.
$20 tripod, iPhone.
You feel me? Like,
shout out Tory. That's the homie.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, so people got to stop doing that.
I'm gonna show you the cell. Crazy.
People got to stop doing that.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Y'all still putting them on blast. Y'all telling the police what he doing.
Gucci with Louis Vuitton floors.
Hey.
Money's a month.
You know, my first time a nigga seen that, nigga, we had the Gucci cover seats, nigga, on the toilet, all that.
Oh, yeah,
with the mask, nigga, we got the crochet, all the shit, order all that shit in the fans, nigga. The homie John Juan from Santana, he was hooking the nigga up, nigga. We had the nigga the Gucci toilet seats, floor mats, all that, nigga, on God, nigga. What? Nigga, on me, for sure. We was making shit in them fans, nigga. Nigga was crocheting, leather shop, all that shit.
So, I don't see you interview a lot of people.
I really don't, right? So, man, I ain't gonna lie.
So, is it anybody that you like want to interview for any particular reason?
Nah, not really, because I ain't gonna even lie, bro. The podcast and this shit, like me just doing a little blogging shit, that shit happened on accident. Like that wasn't nothing I planned, like how niggas like get into it and take classes, that shit happened by accident. Really me answering back to that nigga Brick Baby, like saying my name on no jumper, like
did he?
Yeah, he was I was a little, what was that? He was talking to my nigga H-Rap, Big Deal Meeks. They was talking and he had said my little brother name. He had mixed me and my little brother name up. And I'm like, hold on, nigga, you don't even know me, bro. You
like they got into it.
You feel
Wait,
me?
you talking about big deal? Like
Yeah.
brother?
Yeah. So I'm like, you speaking about some shit you don't know, you feel me? And you know, from there, you know, he had cleared it up, you know what I'm saying? Me and him had hollered, he had tapped in, like, oh no, you know, I know who you is, but I thought that was your, you know what I'm saying, AKA. I'm like, no, nigga, that's a whole generation, like like a generation or two of money. That's my little brother. You feel me? So that was the situation. But my page that I'm blogging off of, that shit was initially made for my music. Like, but I'm like, shit.
So you always was a real rapper?
Yeah, hell yeah. I was like, but I gotta build this motherfucker. And so that blogging, that shit just happened by accident. I just started running with it. They wanted to hear, you feel me? They like, man, do that shit, you know? So I just started doing it and shit like
you
that.
You came to No Jumper to get more famous.
So
even if you gotta go through the police to be famous. Tell the world.
Like helped
Tell the world.
Like what you're doing right now.
That's why you came to No Jumper to get more famous. Even if the police
wasn't really on
That's
YouTube.
why you said
I had the channel, but I wasn't doing like I created the channel, but I never did that. So like a lot of people go to my channel, say the channel was created in 2021, I think. So my little nephew, you feel me? He like really like a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put him out there. He got a little channel that's popping and shit. My sister's son. So when I had got out the feds, that's who I went to create the channel for me. So it was created in 2021, but I never did nothing on it. And then like the first video, I think I dropped on there was like 2023.
You can't make it on YouTube without a team. You gotta have a team with you. It ain't solo bolo.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I got a bone to pick with you.
What's up?
Nah, bro, cause listen, I'm some real shit. I kind of feel some kind of way.
What?
Because when I hear and JEFE, right, I identify you with your blogging, right? When I go to your page, you got 10 songs at least. And
whole album. Look,
no, you got a couple albums. You got a couple albums. But so what I'm saying is this. I feel like, bro, you got to sit down and you got to cross this with that. Yeah. This should be going with that. This should be way bigger than what I'm seeing. For sure. But what it is, you then got over interested in what you're doing and not crossing it with this, bro. Like you supposed to be pumping this. Your YouTube, your Spotify links and all that, nigga, that's supposed to be in your shit.
Yeah, so that's how you know. So a nigga just learning. So that's what I just started. Like I just start paying motherfuckers because a lot of motherfuckers been tapping in when we that been hearing the music. Like, hey, look, bro, your music better. Like, nigga, your music better than your content. Like, nigga, like why are you not pushing this? And I'm like, it's like how a nigga trying to promote it. So that's what a nigga got to work on. A nigga market it.
Yeah, I think that's where he get all his views. Most of his views come from that rapping. Just like Munchie, they like to hear that rapping in there. That's how they get that extra punch in.
Real. And they real in a good way. You know how to take that shit and cross. I'm gonna tell you who else is a hell of a rapper. That I like his rapping. Munchie B.
Munchie hard.
Munchie hard.
I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna even fuck no. I don't hate on niggas like nigga. Munchie got some good music.
And it's good to hear you say that, right? Because I feel like this is a step towards you and Munchie being able to.
No, bro, I'm not. Listen, look, I cannot fuck with you. But nigga, if you pull up in you got your car, your lowrider's clean, nigga. I'm not gonna say, oh, nigga, it's clean. If nigga, you got some good music, nigga, you got good music.
Well, this was going. My bad. No. So this was going on. So basically,
he only saying that because JEFE there. He don't want to seem like a bitch.
Yeah, all that. It's like we could do a YouTube video. This right here. This will do more than a nigga who put a whole bunch of production to an actual song, paid for feature and all that. Facts. So a lot of rappers is like, well, shit, this is getting more views, more hits, more money.
Yeah, but he can cross his shit. he got a co-founder.
I know what you're saying.
He can cross this shit.
I know what you're saying though, but it's
But
so
shit,
much
like they tapping in, like I ain't like shit, like cause all my shit, I'm like nigga do distro shit, kid, I get paid and all that. Like niggas tapping in, like all that shit. You feel me?
And I
So
guarantee
I just
you-
gotta just like cause I be trying to do everything by myself and juggle everything
Right.
by myself because a nigga not used to asking for help, but like a nigga like be
Right.
strong alone, rocking
shit.
everything yourself. But I'm learning like on a business aspect that you can't do everything by
Yeah,
yourself.
thanks.
It's like cause it's different areas and different fields that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no expertise in, so you know, and they gotta pay somebody
let
to
me tell you
do
something.
their shit.
One
I
thing,
remember when you called me and said,
Yeah,
one thing you know, bro, we're dealing with this thing called life. We know what we know, but sometimes we don't. Look, you see all this
So
right
600 just let it be known right
That's
now.
'cause I said, yo,
He do the behind the
this dude
scenes
wanna
technical stuff.
do
He
something
said,
with
yeah, when
$2
you
million,
called me, you
right?
told me what to do something for you. I did it
called
for
him.
you.
What should be my approach?
So
You see,
600
he
is a
lazy,
technician.
right? Because this dude taught me about other type of business. Before I'm going to ask, let me find out you good at something. And bro, this is what I'm trying to do. What you think? You be like, why? That's
Yeah,
the
you
whole
just
way
got to
do
get the
shit.
right back
That's how
end. You
you
got to
wanna
get
do
the
it.
right
Boom,
introduction to
boom.
start your
So, bro,
own
at the end of the day,
anything.
I got to where I got to. I have a G.
And I ain't gonna even lie, most of it is gonna come with controversy and beef with somebody. If it ain't no beef to where everybody watching, it's gonna be hard to
He
do
may
it.
go buy something he need today. He may not use it up in a year or two. But if it come up, he got it. It's there to use, right? All my resources.
That's the only reason why I got so many
what I am.
subscribers
A lot
right
of
now,
people
getting
hear,
into it with the people
"Man,
I got
they can't
into
shut
it
the
with.
nigga down." Why niggas can't blackball it? Because the people I deal with direct. I was so strong in the music game because everything that the majors had, I had independently. Radio teams, marketing teams, streaming teams, whatever they had, I had my own squad that got it done just as well. So, and I got that from resources.
Well, you figured out how to actually make money in the music industry, which seems to be a big problem for a lot of talented people. But Wack's kind of humble. He don't even speak on the fact that if it wasn't for him, the game wouldn't have been. I'm not trying to put nothing on blast, but you feel me? Game wouldn't have been eaten the way he did. It was Wack.
Well, no, I stepped in for one. Game was who he was. But I did step in at a time where they tried to box bro in and blackball him. You know what I'm saying? And that's because I had the relationship with, at back then, Koch E1 because of the deal Stutterbox brought me for Ray J. And I took that and blew it up. So when it came time for that, I was able to take Game and transition him on the independent side. We could keep moving. You know, you gotta remember, you can't take nothing away from Game's movement, the GU Not movement, and all the shit he did. It had nothing to do with me. It took all that for him to be in position to be a viable name for me to even walk in that building and do something with it, right? But even with that, there was a lot of smoke and mirrors going on because of my resources. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why you be blackballing, because of your resources.
Right. Nigga, the whole play was we're acting like we want to sign him. You double
Get the
back
likes
and
up,
talk to
subscribe
them,
if you ain't subscribed.
They're gonna want to take him from us. We never wanted to sign him.
It's like a fake bidding war,
Yeah,
basically.
we ran the play. Nigga, that's what your people supposed to be for. Right. If you nigga call and be like, hey, listen, nigga, a nigga finna call you. I'm trying to sell my Chevy. I told him 30. I said, you just offer me 34 price. I'm telling him, give me 31.5. You can have it. Whoa, Wack, what up, bro? The Chevy, nigga, I told you 30. What's happening? I'm ready to give it to you. I'm gonna run it. Nigga might hate Wack. They say, I got 31.5, right? I never wanted to call anyway, but that's just what it is. But you gotta know how. It's chess, bro. You gotta know how to push, what piece to push, what sometimes you gotta sacrifice some pieces. You gotta know how to do that. And you can't be emotional with this shit.
No, but that's the
Don't
thing.
win some, lose some.
So you actually have an understanding of how to monetize. I'm wrong,
Right?
He from the Bay now.
Tell them to give you the access to put the song here. See, your number is lower here, right? So when y'all song goes on his page, people are gonna find your page and your count gonna go up.
Exactly.
I would drop that EP, the 6-song Big Sad EP. You got it, all right. I'm just saying,
Put them
you
all
feel
on
me?
one. It's sad to split them out.
You could diss snitches like on all your verses. You could re-record your verses.
No, I look. I don't give what the nigga did. The nigga music hard.
He's hardest.
I fuck with
Big Sad is one of the best rappers in the city. Hands down.
I probably still got my DM.
Dig right.
Like, hey, man, y'all trying to tell your brother damn.
Definition of dig right.
Told niggas about you.
No, we are. Nigga, you would never hear me say Big Sad got some whack ass music, garbage music.
He be
The
the
nigga hard.
His own ops like his music. Try and
But nobody cares though, bro. A lot of people that has told their numbers went up. A lot of people come out that they're part of the community, their numbers go up. It's different now, bro. They go up. Bullshit. Gunna was not selling out arenas prior to him doing what he did. It's a fact. Hell no, he wasn't selling out arenas.
I think
I can't say that's a fact.
There's fools that
I can't say that's a fact.
I didn't rap like Bobby Schmurder and then came on to
Bobby Schmurder's. Whoa.
I don't know what Bobby was doing because Bobby got out. It was All-Star Week in Atlanta. Him and the Migos got a vibe. And the nigga didn't drop nothing. I don't know what Bobby was. Or maybe we put Bobby up too high because remember he had the one song that was like a freestyle.
That was a high-ass song.
But he had a couple good records. The Computers remix was hard. He had a couple joints.
Yeah, they just hot.
He had like
he got 3 or 4.
How you feel about
Slammers.
Drake attacking UMG the way he's doing? He got some heart. And I seen the other day, I don't know how true it is.
Yeah, hit that like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
Try to settle.
Yeah.
Listen, if UMG settles with Drake and he walk out there with a bag, they are now forced to continue to push his product because they're gonna be in fear if they don't. He gonna hit him again. If he sues UMG, stays up under the UMG umbrella, and still pushes out some projects that's successful, nigga, he gonna be the GOAT.
Facts, but here's the thing.
Most niggas, Michael Jackson, Prince, when they went at him, they took them niggas. They ran them to the dirt.
They gave Prince AIDS. Like,
They put him to the dirt. They had Mike weigh him up Bahrain somewhere hiding out Dubai and shit, right?
They don't be playing.
Nah, but for him, the way
Drake got going on, man.
now, I'm gonna tell you what he can look. I don't agree with it because
yeah, you do.
he's exposing something that was used to get him to where he's at. Now you're closing doors.
And that's the point.
Closing
right
doors, everybody be out.
And that's
You know
the
what
point
I'm
right there where it's like, okay, if what Drake is doing.
So like, I just what that do now, like,
Nigga, everybody, you
Shit.
know what they do. That's what I didn't like.
That's the problem with
I'll be somewhere.
but shit, it's like you even fall victim to the suit because. Like shit, you were suspect of this shit too. You did this, but now when it went against you, it was all right as long as it was working for you.
Exactly.
But when it went against you, now you cry wolf.
The same machine that was used to destroy Meek, that was to your benefit, is now being used against you.
Bro, I don't know how old you was back, but nigga, when I saw Mike go down in the Buster Douglas fight, I was devastated.
Oh yeah, sure.
You don't know nothing about that, nigga. You probably wasn't even born yet.
One
I
round.
was devastated. That nigga was looking for his mouth. I was devastated, right? But I didn't say Mike still ain't hard. So, nigga, you took your L to Kendrick. Nigga, you still Drake.
Right, sure.
You know what I'm saying?
He is still Drake.
But I will tell you this: what he's doing now, he's doing now, is crazy.
But like you changing your tone on Drake because
I seen UMG. I don't know how true it is. They just said UMG made him an offer for $250 million. Well, I don't know how true it is. If Drake walks out of that court and he didn't settle with these dudes for $500 million and then drops the project after the fact that you see them push, he's done something Mike or Prince couldn't do. When they challenged them, nigga, they turned their water off. At that point, we got to give credits where credits due. Like he did that, because I thought they were just going to shut him down.
See, I think, like, what he going to do is probably what he should have did after the Young Money deal. Like, he should have just, like, he was already so big, he could have just ate independently.
I mean, he did though. OVO's technically
like a 90-10 split.
Yeah, he technically did. He technically got that already.
Nigga, they get like $400 million.
Yeah.
With a 90-10 split.
That's what I'm saying.
He got the Master P on
His
steroids.
way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He already had that.
He got the Master P
None
on
of them got
steroids.
40 million, 80-20, but that was back in the 90s, right?
Right.
This nigga got a 90-10 split,
Yeah.
300-400 million. But so now I ain't gonna lie, I thought by now they was gonna turn his water on, but if they are trying to
What's the difference between Drake and Prince and Michael, guys? What's the biggest difference?
The difference is right. I believe Prince and Michael was way bigger than Drake, but I think maybe the politics, maybe because of the social media.
Maybe the Semitic DNA. He's got the Jews on his side.
He's black though.
He one of us too.
No, he's going at the Jewish community though.
I mean, but
Yeah, nigga, he going at
he's not going at him like
his
Kanye
mama's
going at
Jewish,
him.
but his daddy a Negro from Tennessee with a nose this wide. So
I'm
the
just saying.
Hebrew Israelites say if your daddy black, you black. That's what they say. I
Correct.
say if your mama or your daddy black, you black, right? Sure.
Right. Regardless.
So you think it's split? You think you got
Yeah.
the Jewish community split? That's some with him and some not with him.
I think that's giving him a lot of leverage that he normally wouldn't have had, and the person in his position wouldn't have had. You don't think so?
I think so a little bit, but at the end of the day, you can't. You gotta chill out a little bit. You know what I mean?
How you feel about Ye and his black leather clan suit? How do you feel about it? Now think about it. Don't just stop in the shallow waters.
The red one looked crazy.
I haven't seen that.
The red one looked
How
crazy.
do you feel about it?
Kanye, man, Kanye too in this Gemini alter ego stage, man. That shit.
He's supposed to be. He's a Gemini.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a Gemini. He's supposed to be.
Yeah, but I'm not about to come on no Black Klansman suit. He's trolling. He's trolling, man. Like, man, Kanye, stop trolling, man.
He ain't trolling.
Man, Kanye trolling,
He
bro.
mean that shit,
So I
bro.
think his movement is, what he's saying is, I'm gonna take something that's yours, that y'all feel y'all dominated with, and I'm gonna own it, and I'm gonna claim it, and I'm gonna make it bigger than you ever could, right? Well, as a black man.
Well, so okay, there's that.
Yeah,
There's
You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
Now, but also what he's doing is he's like, look, the music industry is predominantly ran and owned and operated by Jews, right? Okay, they've been allegedly profiting off of black pain, you could say, with what's how they profited in the rap game.
Yeah.
I don't agree with. I agree with it, but I don't.
But you could
Because
see
we all profit off of it.
correct. All right, but them in particular. So Ye's like, I'm gonna get an iced out swastika to show y'all what that looks like. Let me show you a symbol of your pain presented in a cool ass way. You feel me? The same way.
Let me tell you what
That's what he's trying to do.
Kanye did
He's smart.
so much that I think you can't. I don't really take nothing personal that Ye do. Like it's just like, man, when you see something he do, like, man, Ye.
Let me tell you.
Boy, hey. AKA GB, AKA King Love for the feet, hand out with my pants down, pay up and pay me. No, never mind. You already know what's happening, man. Woo-wee! Good, beautiful Sunday. You already know. On God and heaven, man. I love the day, man. It's all good. Today was a beautiful day today. But last night, oh my God, man.
But y'all had some
I waited
bitches?
on y'all people.
Think y'all had some bitches last night?
Before that happened, though, let me let y'all know, man.
Go ahead and smell that armpit, because it's funky than a motherfucker.
West sides and them, because I'm about to get on your peoples. For real. And y'all might be mad, but shit, hey, I know I got a lot of respect over there, so I know you already know what's up with me. You already know, man. I love y'all. Whoa, fuck around America, do slime gang. Anyway, though, I'm back on y'all people, Chef Boy the P. You already saying? You know what I'm saying? Chef Boy Hing. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, though, I told my people he had 24 hours to tap in on me and let, you know what I'm saying, and get all this, whatever you already know.
Ooh-wee.
Trying to get it popping.
Ooh-wee.
Instead of tapping in on me, oh my God. He did the most gayest stuff I ever can even think of. Guess what he did, y'all? He tapped in on sis. Oh my God. I ain't talking about no play sis. I'm talking about real sis. He tapped in, talking about some, oh man, why your brother doing this? Him and his brother did the same little goofy little stuff. I'm like, what? She told me, I'm like, never. I said, never they tapped in on you. She started laughing like, yeah, look that they scared. I think they scared or whatever you doing to them, look that you need to just let them breathe. I think they scared. I'm like, man, only if you knew, sis. But for one, if it's the same gangster dude that y'all talking about, the Deuce the 4, the Big 8 the 9, calling in on my sis, talking about what GD doing, He ain't even tapped in on me yet. On my mama. He ain't talking about nothing. He ain't talking about nothing, y'all. And it's sad to say that my boys over there just letting him walk on all on their own. Man, my boys turning over in their graves right now, man. Goddamn. It's cold situations, bro. On the real. I just personally feel disrespected by the whole show. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all, man, because ain't no way, man. It gotta be because you rapping. They for sure gotta be using these. And I'm respecting it, but he gotta respect himself, though. He gotta respect himself because you're doing so much to be accepted by some people that don't even care about you, peas. And I know they don't care about you because what happened to them Harlem peoples that got up on your situations and all that, man. It's all this is crazy stuff, man. And that's like, man, for you to be Chef Boy Wing and all that, like, where was your squabbles at? I want to know who put you on, please, because them 24 hours up. Who put you on? Like, for show. Yeah, because I just saved you plenty of times, bro. On the real, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't bring up rest in peace peoples on here, but man, Tiny West and Benzo used to be on you. And I had to save you plenty of times. They used to want to pull up to the shop. Up top. Man, you already know what's up, man. I ain't gonna rewind and backtrack to that story. I already dropped that. But we on some new topics with him, because there's always some buster shit going on with him. Up top, I remember one time we was at the hotel party. He in there spook loop. You know what I'm saying? Like, and his brother better leave me alone too, because he already know I know about him. But man, this is crazy, man. Like, who funerals did you pay for?
Wow.
Like, we don't get on that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You ain't did nothing. You ain't did no yanking. You ain't did no squabbling. At least you could pay for some niggas' funerals or something. Like, on top. Nigga ain't paying for no funerals. You got all this money. We taking it from you.
Oh, wait.
Mama, you already know how we do it over there in the gangland. Oh, mama, you couldn't even come to the APs if you wasn't talking about doing
But
nothing
you
like that.
can't do it now. You in a jail cell. So,
like,
what's the whole point of popping it? And you in jail. You can't get off that goddamn yard to do nothing to nobody.
I don't know.
It's just talking.
Y'all was born and raised with me. I don't know how y'all giving Chef Boy all that over there. He walked on.
And he's in the streets. And you're in jail. I know that much.
This nigga Chef Boy walk on a notorious Compton, Bompton, West Side Bompton gang. And then he claim it, the deuce, the foe, the big 8 to 9. Rest in peace, my boy Tay Roof from Campanella. He would have never went for that. Man, woo. This is crazy, man. Like,
it is what it is.
I thought probably finessing, but we ain't gonna, you know, I'm not gonna open that up so he can feel. I'm just gonna open him up because I now think he need a fade on everything. I ain't gonna even lie. I got a fade for you, Chef, because I don't like how if they ain't gonna put you on, I got somebody that's gonna put you on.
How you gonna catch a fade with a life sentence?
So if you really with that fade action, if you really with that action, tap in. We can pull up anywhere. We ain't gonna broadcast it on the net so people can catch us and video record it. I just want to see if you really with that. Because you popping it on these songs. Like I feel all the way disrespect because I'm from West Side 5 off top. Can't nobody tell me nothing else. Niggas already know what I'm about over there. NWA, I'm one of the originals. Off top. McKinley all up. I said McKinley off the top. You already know what's up, Chef. Mama, you ain't even tapped in. You tapped into my peoples, bro. That's weird shit. That's gay. Like, I never call your moms and them. What's up with Chef? Like, Chef, you bunko, bro. That's bunk. Like, I'm gonna let y'all know this one story, bro, about Chef Boy, man. Me and Chef Boy was at the gas station, fool. We pulled up to the gas station to get some blunts and shit. But we just left the weed shop. You already know. Boom. I'm sagging with Chef, you know. Boom, boom, boom. We going to, you know, I feel safe with whoever I'm with because I know I got me. I don't care about what he got. Y'all got me. So we go to this gas station and he's scared to hop out because his people's around. I'm like, man, you better, man. So we ain't gonna go to the gas station? Like, we already here. Bounce out. We got Blink. It's good. He like, oh man, like, I don't want to be in no shit. Man, I bounced out by the car, bro. We ain't in this motherfucker. You already know me. I'm crazy. He damn near left me. On everything I love, no cap, no bullshit. He damn near left me. Nigga, I had to, man. And guess what his excuse was? Oh man, my brakes wasn't in me. My brakes, yo, brakes. Come on, chef. Come on, fool. I remember we used to sell weed. Come on, fool. Remember that? Remember when they used to take your weed, didn't pay you? Oh, my mama, you ain't do nothing about it. Oh, God in heaven. Remember that? Remember the time when niggas came to the barber shop on you? My boy Lil Note down there beat you up? You didn't want to, like, I ain't heard you catch no phase with no people. But I hear you on these songs talking tough.
And, you know, they just, all the darks out there say they don't do no fight. And when they say they don't do no fight, that means
One thing I do know, you calling out Phase with a life sentence. That's just like Munchie B saying he want to get down with somebody.
At all, bro. You ain't doing nothing at all. Because as a matter of fact, since you've been claiming this shit, niggas done got, you know what I'm saying? Niggas done died. And what you do? On my mama, what you do? It ain't, you ain't gotta tell me what you did because I would have heard it. You know what I'm saying?
Just like I said about Munchie B, you ain't gotta tell me about it. If you the governor or the mayor, I would have known about it. I would salute you. Nigga, you ain't did shit.
On my mama, so I don't understand how these niggas got niggas claiming this shit, man. Where the homies at, man? On everything, bro. That ain't cool. Chef, you calling my peoples, I ain't like that, bro. So I got a fade for you. On everything, I don't ever call my peoples talking about no gang shit with me and you. Nigga, your brother, whoever called them. That ain't cool. So now you got another 24 hours. Tap in with the Mac in. It's 6:30 or something like that. You got to 6:30 tomorrow, bro. Or it's 6:32 right now on the dot. Off the top. You already know your name's Chef Boy from A-Trade Gangsters, if anything. Stop playing, bro. Stop claiming the section. I don't care what's going on everything, nigga. Especially if you ain't paying up. I mean, you can claim West. Don't claim NWA. Don't claim the NWA because I ain't accepting you. Off the back, you are not getting accepted on San Pedro Street. Especially, man, I wish T-Rex was alive. Ooh, you for sure couldn't come on the Pedro. You niggas book. They want to suit you about. On everything, man. They want to suit you about. You ain't got no squabbles in. At least you can be on the block squabbling up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't took no phase or nothing. And you supposed to be your official. The dudes, the 4, the big 8 to 9. That's how I know I gotta be some other shit going on. Cause I know the original West Side Poppers ain't let nobody walk on. Even Mac Bell, rest in peace, needed to get put on. And 4 Bit said he was good. So come on, bro. It's crazy.
They said Big U didn't get put on, so I mean, what you talking about? They said Big U was there for so long, he never got put on. So that's walking on 6-0.
I can't give you no crap, no nothing. You're a good rapper, you're a good barber, like I said, but you's a mark. You ain't talking about nothing. Stop calling out people. Nigga, keep it in the street. All time. You don't give a fuck about who, none of that shit. You got a fade for you, nigga. Pull up and get your fade, because I'm talking all type of greasy to you, and you ain't respond back. And you know I ain't on internet, nigga. You already know what's up with me.
I know you got some greasy ass tattoos, nigga. Nigga, them tattoos on his chest look like scribble scrabble. That nigga remind me of King Yellow. Look at this scribble scrabble on his chest, nigga. It look like a nigga was practicing tattoos on blood chest. On a dead homie.
On everything, they keep my peoples out of it. I don't play like that. On my mama.
Scribble scrabble ass tattoos.
Stop playing with me. Nigga, you already know. It's the extortion game is coming in.
It sounds like you saying that he.
Like, share, and subscribe.
This is the homie that Munchie B was talking about. Munchie was trying to deny when he told him to get up out the hood. This is Munchie B, big homie.
Dogs like us get caught up in the twist. I got the enemies, the essays, and the popos in my mix. Now I'm in this high power 2-man cell, reminiscing on what the big homie said back at the county jail. Homie, get your grind on. Homie, watch your ass. Homie, watch your stash. Let one run up straight smash. Cause in the system, hard heads gon' test your nuts.
This is who Munchie B was talking about. This Popeye.
To the game, respect and stay with your own. And if a fool step out of line, you got all rights to break his bones. Say what's up to the crib.
All right, top of the morning, you guys. I'm out here. It's hot, but I'm out here chilling. Man, it's cool. Say what's up to the county. That's my dog. That's my little Frenchie. Anyway, this story about YG, right? Hey, shout out to YG, man. You doing your thing, big dog. It's been a long time since I seen you. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know YG personally. I don't know him. I met him. I had his back. I was getting to know him, and I ended up going to prison for 12 years. So I never got a chance to get no money with him. But I'm gonna tell y'all a true story what happened. And he remembered, like the Grape Streets, they was pressing their issue. They was pressing their issue on him in the club. YG ain't no buster. Let me clarify that real quick. YG ain't no buster.
This the homie from
YG,
IF. This the one that was talking about Munchie B.
Right? This dude was 18 years old, holding it down by himself. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you. Let me tell you the story. They did their show. They up on the stage. This is birthday party in 2000, I think in 2010, right? I think January or February, he doing a Tooted and Booted, right? It's his birthday party. And then that song just dropped. It's like the hottest song at the time. It's like the hottest song on the radio. So anyway, me and the homies, we go up there to support the homie, right? And we up there to support the homie, but also to get out, mingle. It's like Friday or Saturday. I don't remember what day it was. It's so long ago. But anyway, I had a truck at the time. The homies that know I had the Suburban. So I brought like 4 little homies and 2 of the homies my age. And we got in the club. The little homies didn't get in the club. They had the little blowers. They had like 2 or 3 blowers downstairs. They was hanging out for Hollywood Boulevard. I don't remember what club it was because I don't remember all that. But I know it was in Hollywood. They couldn't get in because they didn't have ID. So they just hung out down there on Hollywood Boulevard. And we had the thumps outside, because if y'all know about Hollywood, everybody be out there. Everybody. At the time, he was in that lifestyle, real tough. So anyway, he was 18 at the time. He did his show, and after he did his shows cracking, he hopped off the stage, and he ended up being like had his back to this pillar, and I seen 2 dudes pressing him hard, like whoa, right? Looking like they finna jump him. It was to the point where like it caught my attention because like when you in that lifestyle, you like your awareness is real high. Like you able to peep shit out like, okay, something is going on. Something ain't right. Hold on, let me quick on. Okay, cool. Hey, like something ain't right? So anyway, I told the homies, man, hey man, let's push over there real quick. And the homie like, nah, let him do his thing. I want to see it. I'm like, nah, man, let's go over there and have the homie back, man. It's an opportunity, man. Like nigga, because I remember like back in the day, like 211 from NHP, he got on because Jeezy and them was in the club and they smashed the shit out of somebody in the club and the homie from NHP 211, he helped Jeezy and Jeezy signed him. So I remember that, and I'm like, damn, there's an opportunity to get on. I had this nigga back, show this nigga some loyalty. He'll fuck with us. Because we already in the hood, we grinding, nigga. At the time we robbing, jacking, you know what I'm saying, doing other stuff out of town. And we wasn't making no legit money. And I seen it as an opportunity to get on. And it was like the perfect scenario. Mm-hmm. So I push over there with the homies. And as I get close, it's 2 niggas from Grape Street. I hear them, they're like, you wasn't banging at the 10, cuz, on Grape Street crib. You wasn't banging at the 10, and you wasn't up there banging Pyro. And YG was like, yes, I was, nigga, I been banging Pyro. Yes, I was. They arguing. He didn't back down at all. There's 2 of them. And them 2 niggas wasn't no small dudes. They was his suckers. YG tall. He a tall nigga. So they own him. They press him hard. But he ain't folded. Man, I push up. I'm like, man, leave this nigga alone, bro. And they look at me, both of them. One of them was dark-skinned with waves, and the other one was like brown-skinned with waves, with grapes tatted on his face with hazel green eyes. But y'all that know, y'all from Grape Street, y'all get in the comments, and y'all can say, y'all can say who that is if y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is back in 2010 in Hollywood at the Tooted and Booted, at his birthday party, he did the Tooted and Booted. So yeah, they pressed him.
Hit the like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed. It's real footage. Nobody else got this.
I tapped the nigga again, like, hey bro, what I said, nigga. I said, leave him alone, nigga. It's my people, nigga. So the homies is right behind me, big ass nigga from Hoover. At the time, he's bigger than me. He stepped in out the darkness, like, hey, Groove, where you from? And immediately, you know, I sized him up like, damn, I might have a little problem with this nigga, but I got 2 homies behind me. But at the same time, like that's the difference between me and a lot of y'all that tell stories. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. I ain't finna be adding extra. Like, oh, I was just turned up ass nigga. Ooh, nah, bro. I seen this dude moving because he was with the niggas from Rape, and he was big, and I had the question, what the fuck is up? Nigga, like, this nigga's big. He might give me some problem. So immediately when he stepped into me like, nigga, hey, where you from? Right? Just like that. And I immediately said to him, I'm like, bro, you from who? He like, yeah. I'm like, I told him, I'm from IF. And nigga, we fuck with you niggas, nigga. And I started showing him my tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Before I ain't gonna show y'all my tattoos, because I'm not on that. So anyway, when I showed it to him, I'm like, bro, tell them to get off of it. Leave them alone. Like, this my people. This my people. Nigga, I didn't know YG from I didn't know YG at all, man. But it was, like I said, it was an opportunity to get to know him and get some money with him. And by having his back, what the best way was to get in. So he tapped both of them like, man, he did something like that. They backed up. As soon as they did that, I stepped into him. I'm like, look, check it out, bro. I'm Wolf Maya. I'm like, I just got the pen, bro. What you want to do? We got the blowers in the car. I got like 3 little homies, 4 little homies downstairs. Got 2 homies right here in the club with me. I'm like, what you want to do? You want to get on these niggas after the club? He was like, nah, I'm cool. And I understand now because he a businessman, and that was a smart decision. I was on bullshit. And I told him, I was like, well, then fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real homie, nigga. Let's get some money together. And he pointed down. And I looked, I'm like, man, well, before I looked, I'm like, man, let me get your number. And he was like, he pointed down. And I looked down, and he had his phone open. And he had his number like on the screen. And so I get his number, and I call him. As soon as I do that, DJ Mustard get off the stage, right? Or he come out the cut. He like, what's up? I'm like, oh, what's up? You a Damu too? He like, no, I'm from Schoolyard Crib. I'm like, all right, for sure. He's like, man, do you rap? I'm like, nah, I don't rap. You know, and I wish I did at the time because I probably got signed. I'm like, nah, but let me get your number too. So I got his number. And then right after that happened, like right after me and DJ Mustard started talking, this tall ass dude, I guess he was a bodyguard or whatever. He was a limo driver. He was like, we gotta go. Hey man, I gotta go, but I got somewhere to be. And YG was like, all right, we about to bounce. I'm like, man, hit me up for sure. Like fuck with me. He was like, yeah, for sure. So we end up parting ways, and I end up leaving the club with the homies. We end up sliding through some people's neighborhood that night. And we did some things, hit up all in somebody's hood, and you know, we was on bullshit that night, man. And the memories. But I ended up going home. At the time, I stayed in the different lanes off the M. And the homies from lanes, they know what's up. I stayed over there with my homies. So I'm over there in the lanes living with my girl. I'm staying with her and her moms and them at the time. And I tell her, I'm like, yeah, you know, I fuck with YG. She's like, no, you don't. Can't watch this. And I called her. I think it was like the next day or 2 days later. And when I answered, when I called him, he answered. Real nigga, bruh. He answered. And when he answered, I was like, what's up, man? I was like really trying to link with bro, like get some money with him. So I was trying to do anything to make him happy. You know what I'm saying? To show him that I was like really with him, really like, you know, trying to get some money with him and be a part of that team. You know, I was trying to get on. And I was like, man, what's up, man? How you doing? I put on speaker, my girl listening. She lay on the bed listening. And I was like, he's like, I'm A1. I'm like, where you at? He's like, I'm in Lancaster. I'm with Slick Puller at the studio. I'm like, all right, for sure. Hey man, you need anything? Also, we need anything, nigga, let me know. I'll come slide out there. And nigga, to keep it real with y'all, man, I was broke. I didn't have no money really to get out there, but I was gonna try to find a way to get out there to get some money with the homie, because I knew that he was gonna get on. He was gonna be on like he on now, and I had his back. You know, so anyway, man, he was like the show. I was like, all right, so you straight? He's like, yeah, I'm A1. I'm A1. I was like, all right, well, tap in whenever. I kept the phone call short because I didn't want to seem like I didn't want to like smother this brother. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to smother him, make him feel like, you know, or give him any kind of reason to like, let me back up off this dude, right? So after that phone call, maybe like 2 weeks later, I ended up going to prison for 12 years. 12 years I went to prison for. And, you know, I ain't never seen that brother since then, but I had his number, had his back in the club, and he a solid homie, bro. He a solid homie. But hey, YG, hey, if you see this, bro, man, hey man, congratulations, man, on your birth, your kids, and your career, bro. I see you. Hey man, I can't say I was a part of that because you know you did that and God been with you on your journey, homie. But I could say I had your back in one of those moments, bro, that probably would have changed your career. So, hey man, you know, shout out to you, man. And that's that story with YG, man. Keep up the good work, bro. That's why I do that booty. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey. Whoa, whoa. And that's the homie from IF. That's the one that told the world about Munchie B.
Drop 100 on the DJ, play some 90s R&B. Every day a different form when you ride and shop with me. I can take you to the mansion, hit a yacht and have a drink. You been California dreaming, close your eyes and don't you blink. Drop 100 on the DJ, play some 90s R&B. Every day a different form when you ride and shop with me. I can take you to the mansion, hit a yacht.
Hit that like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
Close your eyes and don't you blink. Let me sweep you off your feet. We do London for a week. Really ain't the one for waiting, but my presence make you leak. And this ain't just about your body, want your mind and then your sheets. I don't fuck with none of these bitches, if I want you, it's for keep. I can show you how I'm living, take care of you like my feet. Saw you out in Carolina, I can listen while you speak. You want 50, here's some cheddar, cause I know you ain't no leech. It'll make the problem better, put a smile up on your cheeks. When I fuck up in that pussy, I make love like it's a treat. Cause I really say the moment for the time that we can't beat. Sleeping in my Texas tea, cause you said it smell like me. When I'm overseas, you call and see my face and it's relief. She ain't used to money calling, all her niggas always beef. Off-white and little Prada, I want diamonds in my teeth. She ain't used to gangsta loving, kiss her toes and let me eat. I can give you your desire, cut you off and set you free.
And Jefe, the new agent for No Jumper. Check him out though. They come looking like us, but they are federal
What's
agents.
The good old big deal with the good old people? It's your boy Young and Jefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead.
Well, we
and
know
like
that.
subscribe.
We see you on
It
No
don't
Jumper.
cost you nothing.
You know
Press
if the
that
check
button.
is right,
If you bring
you
that
go hang with the
notification bell,
snitches.
I'm gonna bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Jefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one.
Go ahead and eat your donut.
The recipient of Hot Topics today will be no other than Clubhouse Specialist WAK 100. So, with all that's going on,
Mind you, he just on No Jumper live 4 or 5 hours ago.
People getting put out there is being rats in or snitching, characters being slandered, all type of stuff. Y'all been watching what's been going on. You cannot be a person with any smut in or foul activity going on without being smutted by WAK 100 and his counterparts. This been going on before I joined YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure.
Hit that like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
As well as
this show ain't free.
To regard the fact that I'm speaking and coming out of my mouth can be shown and or found. So, however, with all this
hit that like button,
behavior,
subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
Going on, it looked like something that had already surfaced has resurfaced. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, y'all be having these little clips, you know what I'm saying? Just like the X4 clip, you know what I'm saying, with Adam 22. When that originally had happened, it wasn't noticeably like that. Then with all the antics and everything that's going on, and y'all seeing different interviews where Adam 22 is pressing, trying to get somebody to say something that happened and or incriminate themselves, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you can't blame him. It's still up to you to incriminate yourself. So, however, I've been experiencing something that I've been experienced while thriving and living through life, that it's a lot of hypocrites out here, you feel me? And usually the things people bring to the forefront and or politic on and or try to smut somebody else on, they have usually dealt in these same actions and or is a recipient of the thing they pressing against. It's kind of like how I experienced it. Like I've seen it back in the days, you feel me, and or coming up to where you might have had somebody that was a reputable homie and or, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, just known for doing their thing out here in the streets, you know, whether it's unaliving people, you know what I'm saying, you know, whatever the cause is they push, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, they had the attributes that comes along with the character of somebody that's known to handle their business and don't play. But it's some paperwork on them. They had been caught in the jam and told on something, but it had been kept under wraps and or not spoke on because this character is known to be a terrible person, and if this information get out there, it can be unaliving. So a lot of times these situations are swept under the rug. Now, with that being said, it's kind of like a snitch unaliving a snitch. You know what I'm saying? That's what be going on out here. And or somebody telling, knowing that they got some history of telling, but because of their repertoire or in our reputation, it's swept under the rug and people don't want to speak on that because they don't want that nightmare on Elm Street. Now, I don't know if this is a situation pertaining to WAK, but we definitely about to get in this content. As I said, this is content that already been placed out there but has resurfaced for whatever reason. But I'm pretty sure we all know the reason, you know what I'm saying? So let's get into this content. And y'all already know it's the Hef way and the Hef effect. We gonna commentate.
Safety trooper Darren Chase was on a routine patrol on Interstate 40 in Wheeler County, Texas, when he would pull over a 2005 Cadillac for driving 77 in a 70-mile-per-hour speed zone. The driver, later identified as Cash McElroy Jones, stated
Cash McElroy Jones.
And always ran
he said Cash McElroy Jones. That nigga disrespectful.
He was en route to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
He said for Act McElroy Jones.
During the traffic stop, the trooper would ask Cash Jones for
Cash Jones.
After denying
Cash McElroy. That's fucked up. He fouled for that.
During the search, troopers located a black rifle, black shotgun.
How the fuck is you a felon and you got caught with choppers? You got caught with choppers just like Brick Baby. And it was more than one.
The recovery of the firearms from the
and you still don't know Jumper and say you ain't the feds.
His passenger, who would later go on to be identified as his brother, would be arrested.
His brother.
Both men being charged with unlawful possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
Ooh-wee.
Soon after this arrest, he will be briefly placed on a fed hold.
And that's Pool Rider, that's Ray J, and that's WAK. Pool Rider is on the left, Ray J is on the right, and WAK is in the middle. All Pyru
records. And Suge Knight. Only 2 years later, in January 2008, police were named Knight as one of the members of the mob Pyru Street Gang in a crackdown by authorities in the city of Compton. Despite his music industry connections and now managing Ray J and rapper The Game, WAK 100's name will be left out of the crackdown. In that same year, Cash Jones, aka WAK 100, will be caught on wiretap, informing business partner Mark Stevens that the Main Street Mafia Crip leader Liddell Rawls was under investigation for the kidnapping and beating of Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox. Liddell Rawls, who prosecutors said was the leader of the Main Street Mafia Crips gang, will be accused in a criminal complaint filed in February 2011 of directing members to kidnap, beat, and rob the victim, Robert Ross. CS2 Back will play a pivotal role in that case, both helping authorities connect the dots to Dale Dog via the wiretap phone calls and eventually helping Main Street beat their case.
It's a cold game out here, man, you know what I'm saying? Freedom members, though, you know what I'm saying, or everything, you know what I'm saying? So, however, WAK 100 driving along that interstate.
Yes, sir.
You see the signs.
Yes, sir.
70-mile-per-hour zone.
You know
WAK
it.
going 77.
Yes, sir.
However, state trooper, wherever he was at, whether he was weaving in and out of traffic or whether he was on the side of that road, clocking.
Yes,
he see
did.
it 7 over, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, he did.
Woo! Hop right on him.
Yes, he
Probably
did.
hop on him, probably see the plates, California. I'm probably sure if he said that the place was Texas, you know what I'm saying, probably wouldn't even trip, hop behind him for a minute, run the name, you know what I'm saying, hit the light, you know what I'm saying, pull over. He pulled WAK over, pull down on WAK, come up to that window, you know what I'm saying, how he do, you know what I'm saying, roll that window down, let me holler at you. So, find out the name Cash Jones, you know what I'm saying, you know why I stopped you? You know what I'm saying, oh, you going 77 in a 70 mile per hour. Oh, well, you know, I'm a truck driver, you know what I'm saying? I usually always do this, you know. I'm just coming down here, passing through Texas on my way to Tulsa, Oklahoma, about to go to my mother, I don't know if the man said mother, excuse me, but about to go to somebody's funeral or something like that. Or meet his mother to go to a funeral or something like that. If I served myself correct and heard that his mother was mentioned. So, state trooper, he ain't going for it, you know what I'm saying? He probably really don't care if it's the truth or not. He bored, probably in one of them little hick towns, nothing going on. Look, I'm about to serve you this ticket. Furthermore, you got them California plates.
Yes, sir.
And you're black.
Yes, sir.
You mind if I search that car? WAK 100 tell you no. You know what I'm saying? WAK 100 been around for a little while, you know what I'm saying? Probably got a little game, you know what I'm saying? Know some legal terms, you know what I'm saying? Probably got a lawyer on call or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Tell him no, you will not be searching this car. So what he do? Okay, well, my next procedure is to call these K9s because if you don't want to let me search, I think you might be hiding something. So let's see if these K9s can sniff it out. K9s come to the scene, with however they do it, put them up to the car, they sniff it out. Oh, smell gun. You know what I'm saying? You say get them barking or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Barking, they don't know if it's guns or drugs, but he's going crazy. So obviously he know the scent of gunpowder in or, you know what I'm saying? Do the gun got a smell? Does it smell on the metal? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So, however, they probably get told, well, they know probably, they get told to get out the car, you know what I'm saying? They get out the car gets searched, you know what I'm saying? The weapons get apprehended. Y'all see what they say apprehended? They say they apprehended like a shotgun and I want to say an assault rifle, might be an AK-47 or whatever. So, you know, ain't nothing else to talk about, truck driver. You and your brother, y'all on y'all way to jail. Go to jail. I guess the bail was set like at 10,000, whatever. WAK. Bail's out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Bail's out of jail. Bail's out of jail for these guns. Furthermore, this was a case that we're going to find and see later on through here that got dismissed and or thrown out for whatever reason. You're going to see the cause and all that. Y'all going to be able to deliberate for yourself what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? So I remember this time, and another reason why I'm covering this because I'm saying free the guy, man, SK, man, 7K. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy out of the main streets, man. And as well, too, our new dog. You know, we used to go over there, buy weed, you know what I'm saying, shot, dice the dog before. You know what I'm saying? And I remember that time because I was in the county when that was going on. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of them was in 821, the Supermax, you feel me? I was all through there, you know what I'm saying? So I remember that time when they went down, you know what I'm saying? That was during the time when Shaq had just retired from the NBA. As soon as he retired, Bam! Right on through. The next day they hit him with a federal case. Y'all know stutter box was implemented in there and all that. So I don't want to tell the story to y'all. We're going to get into the facts, and y'all already know it's the halfway and the half effect. We're going to commentate.
Over the search happened in Texas.
Hurry up with the content.
Right? So immediately, that's why they had the bed hold.
And that's why he told.
You know, he crossed the state line. But you can't prove none of that. How you know I didn't pick it up in Texas? If she found something. Wheeler County, there you go. Cass Jones, Wheeler County. Them motherfuckers. Hey, bro, shout out to Texas for having audio and video on the front of their quad car. Because if I'd have been in Cali Beach, I'd have been fucked. I'd have had to take it. Hey, because they have the right to report based on the audio, the video and the audio. Yeah. Like if I'd have been in California, it'd be right. I would have get there for the X-Star or to get there.
Yeah. You right, WAK. Whatever you say, WAK, you pay us.
They could have said all kinds of shit. But because they have audio and video, that's what they.
Right. All right. Something else before we get back into what WAK was saying. So some of this audio and or footage is from Active Chucks and as well as another podcast channel I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure they stamped or stated was through there. So shout out to the people who had originally created this content and placed it out there. I'm just reacting to it and or giving my opinion of being somebody who have been through that system, and been up against snitches and rats and done time behind being told on and CSRs and all that type of stuff. So that was the paperwork right there from the stop. So a lot of people are saying that WAK is all bad. They call them snitches and stuff like that. So as I said, this situation had been visited before, and for some reason it's coming back up, and it seems that a lot of people are revisiting it because a lot of names are coming up like Big U, Mark Stevenson, Shaquille O'Neal, stuff like that. So as I was saying,
it's the halfway.
That was
get paid another way.
Paperwork, and or I don't know if he got indicted, or that's just how that county, Willard County in Texas, that's how they do their paperwork, make it look like an indictment. But that was I guess what had happened, pertaining to the stop, and the whole overall, identification for probably what the police officer remember and what WAK 100 is saying. So WAK 100 is saying right here, like how I told, So people are saying he told because the case disappeared and or the reason for them throwing the case out. So they give a whole list of why the case can be thrown out, and the lack of evidence or his rights being violated was not one of them. And a lot of people are saying that he gave evidence and helped the feds and or the law enforcement in the Shaquille O'Neal Main Street and Stutterbox case. They said that he was giving information to Stutterbox, giving information to Del Dog, rest in peace, and as well helped them beat the case and get out. So this is WAK, like, man, how I tell, man, this is what they threw it out for. So we're going to get furthermore into this content. Y'all know it's the halfway and the half effect. We're going to commentate.
This is what I'm trying to figure out, though, Box. Help me understand this, because me and you both know that whole case was your thing. What is Mark saying I have to do with the case, bro?
Like, listen, in the paperwork, it said you tried to call dog, remember? He didn't want to take your call. I could have given you.
I called the dog.
But he said he didn't talk to you. He wouldn't take your call. But he said he wouldn't talk. Yeah, and dog said he was cool. He didn't talk to you. The paperwork.
That's what he said. That whole Main Street shit, that was your play. I had nothing to do with it. I was a victim.
Only 1 month after the indictment of the Main Street Mafia Crips, on March 9th, 2011, Cass Jones, aka WAK 100, would appear in Texas State Court to have his charges finally dismissed from that 2006 unlawful possession of a firearm case, where he was caught with multiple firearms and ammunition. The stated reason for the dismissal was not lack of evidence or a violation of WAK 100's rights, as he claims, but based on the paperwork, WAK 100's gun case was dismissed in the interest of justice.
Okay, so right there. Now, if y'all follow and y'all see what's going on, That's Stutterbox. I'm saying Stutterbox from Main Street. You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know who Stutterbox is and have heard Stutterbox name at one point in time. Definitely in this LA area, you feel me, in his native land of LA, Los Angeles, California. So what it looks like is, what is being said is that WAK 100 caught that case for them guns. A lot of people was like, what happened? How did that just disappear? You not fighting that case no more? So basically, the case was thrown out as WAK 100 is defending. Man, that case got thrown out because, you know, it was illegal search and seizure, you know what I'm saying? They had the dash cam, you know what I'm saying, this and that. Basically, he said that their approach was unethical, you know what I'm saying? And based on their approach being unethical and them stopping them and stuff and like that, the case got threw out and the dash cam and whatever, the video cam from the car grill, wherever it was reported from, helped him out. But he said if he was in LA, that it would have been over for him. He said it would have been his word, the ex-convict word against the police word. So with all this going on now, it comes back full circle to Stutterbox. I'm saying, well, let's get online with Stutterbox. Let's see what Stutterbox had to say. WAK and Stutterbox, I'm saying, as y'all gonna find out, I'm saying, I guess was longtime friends and or had a relationship. However they had it, they used to live next door to each other and or across the street from each other. So Stutterbox get online like, look, man, this is what's going on, man. They said your phone was hit. You was a CI. You called Dale Dog and you gave Dale Dog a drop on my address. After you gave the drop on my address, my car got shot up. And for my car getting shot up, you could have been charged. But however, right here, the paperwork, it does say that WAK was trying to reach out to Dale Dog through Mark Stevenson, but Dale Dog didn't want to talk because Dale Dog was having a feeling like, man, this don't feel right, man. Like they might be, you know what I'm saying, had a line tapped or might be trying to record it, you know what I'm saying, put me inside, you know what I'm saying, the dog.
They already knew.
You know what I'm saying? So from what they said in this paperwork, Dale Dog didn't bite, but as we're going to find out later on, you know what I'm saying, some more shocking, you know what I'm saying, information is going to be revealed. So let's get back into this content. You already know it's the halfway, the half effect we're going to commentate.
He was on the wiretap. He allegedly gave Dog my address. If I get killed, whoever gave him my address is going to get conspiracy to murder. But if I don't get killed, they can get conspiracy to attempted murder because my Rolls Royce put 17 holes in my Rolls Royce.
Wow. Look at Booty Out WAK.
And you both know.
Remember Booty Out WAK?
Was your thing. What is Mark saying I had to do with the case, bro?
Like, listen, in the paperwork, it said you tried to call Dog, remember?
I tried to
You
call
gonna take their call. I couldn't hear you, because they said when Dog called you, his phone was hit. That's how they got on your line.
No.
And you claim, that's what they say, right?
No.
As you can see, clearly implicates WAK 100 into this case, not only in an interview with Deuce M's at Stats 280, but also right to WAK's face on the recorded phone call. In part 2, we saw Deuce M's break down the paperwork with the transcript on which WAK 100 or CS2 back was caught red-handed as a confidential informant for the FBI, with detailed corroborating evidence and paperwork that leaves no doubt that WAK 100 is in fact confidential source number 2 or CS2 back.
The paperwork is a transcript of a wiretap. Once I get into this
everybody knows WAK
understand
100 been telling.
one of the names that the feds use for confidential source number 2. So that WAK also says CS2.
See? WAK telling like a mug.
CS2, for those who don't understand law, is code word for confidential source. WAK 100 being on a wiretap talking about conspiracy to murder. That holds the same exact time as a murder, a life sentence. And if that's what you on wiretap for, and if that's what they came for you for, then how you out of jail?
One thing I would like to say, man, the internet is undefeated and it's a cold game out here. So as y'all see and hear, with your own eyes and ears right there, what's going on again. So that is a conversation replayed from Stutterbox and WAK 100 when WAK 100 is questioning the Stutterbox like, man, what's going on, bro? You know that ain't me, bro. That's your case, bro. You know why Mark Stevenson got my name in it. So Box like, look, man, you already know, bro.
Yeah.
You don't know, like in the court transcripts, it say that you called Dale Dog.
Yep.
Gave Dale Dog my address in order to get my address to Dale Dog.
Try to get him knocked off.
The problem there, you know what I'm saying?
Try to get him knocked off.
You was playing devil's advocate. I don't know if you was trying to just, you know what I'm saying, rub shoulders with Dale Dog, if you was, you know what I'm saying, gang starstruck or whatever the case may be. But they said that you were implemented in a conspiracy to murder, which holds life because my Rolls Royce was shot up. If I had got killed, you would have more than likely got life. You know what I'm saying? So they said, based after that, when WAK got caught with them guns down there in Texas and got stopped, like basically he might have had a proffer session
did.
A talk with them authorities and told them, like, look, man, I got some information.
Yes, he did. He did the brick, baby, but he's complying.
He sold it to him.
He's complying right now. Brick baby didn't want to comply.
Allegedly, I wasn't there. This is what they're saying. This is what's laid out. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he gift wrapped it.
Hit the like button. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
And it worked in his favor. They was calling him back, BACK, because he had blood. And that was like the crazy part. Y'all gonna hear and find out later on. But they said he CS2 back, you know what I'm saying? And that's the information he gave up. He was trying to line people up, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So let's get back into this content. Oh, something else I had wanted to point out. In all my life of going to jail and seeing the reasons why a case can get dismissed, I ain't gonna lie, I've never heard in the interest of justice. I've never seen that term or anything like that. I don't know if that's a Texas term or if it's a legal law term, but people say
in the interest of justice, when you start working with them, you help in the interest of justice.
So
exactly.
In the interest of justice, they released you.
Because you're gonna help.
Back to this content.
Mark Stevens on, and hey Mark, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, they got the Shaq shoes and everything.
This salute everybody. Salute.
Yes, sir.
So you was cool with him from the beginning, even negotiated on some business as he.
Yeah, I met him with Stutterbox. I met him with the homie Stutterbox. That's how I first came to meet WAK, was through the homie Stutterbox, right? When I met him, dude was driving trucks. Seemed to be cool. Fox was like, yo, this was his neighbor across the street. He seemed to be cool.
They got Ray J face everywhere.
When he defected, WAK picked up the phone and was basically
hit that like button. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed, man. We late night.
Because he was giving me.
We still in church. Church ain't let out yet.
And I was like, okay, but my whole thing is if he defected, why are you fucking with him?
Right. So he says that Stutterbox defected, and then you get some phone calls asking to speak to someone else, right?
Yeah, he called me.
WAK 100, proof he telling.
Series of calls, 4 or 5 calls. He wanted to reach out to the homie Rest in Peace Dale though, and I don't give out nobody now. So I called the homie Dale dog. I'm like, yo, homie. You want to holler at this dude or what? Because he keep calling me. And he was like, nah, I'm good on that. I don't want to holler at dude.
Yeah, WAK is the feds.
At some point, you get a phone call from WAK 100, Cash Jones. And when he contact you, what did he contact you concerning?
He wanted to reach out to Dale Dog, rest in peace. And he wanted to give Dale Dog some information that he had gotten from Stutterbox, right? It's like he was getting information from Stutterbox on what his plan was and what the get down was going to be. And he
wow.
To the homie.
Just like Big U shit.
And Dog wasn't getting on the line with him. And he kept blowing me
because he didn't want to be recorded.
Because he wanted me.
He know WAK was already with the recording shit.
So he's talking about the phones is being compromised. Is that one of the things that he told you?
Well, the homie Dale Dog never trusted dude. Follow me? Right. So Dog didn't know was the lines compromised or was they wired up for sound or not. He just wasn't gonna chance it. You follow me? But it was later on. It was later on after they took the case they was taking it all away because the homie ain't had no choice. You know, he was facing a life sentence, so he had to take it all away. And with all the lawyers that was involved, they was able to get the discovery, and that's when we found out that the lines was compromised.
And as soon when you get the discovery, was part of that the actual wiretap.
The whole transcript. I got the whole transcript. The whole transcripts of the whole wiretap.
And do you get that paperwork? Do you see your conversation with Cass Jones in them transcripts?
That was the initiating. When they started recording.
Right. And how did they refer to Cass Jones?
In the paperwork they put him as BACK, BACK. And
right.
I kept asking the lawyer, like, who the fuck is, I ain't talked to no BAC. And they said, nah, that's WAK. But that.
All right, now, so we get somewhere a little further. So as y'all hear and see for them eyes and ears, that's Mark Stevenson on the line. So Mark Stevenson, that was Shaq's business partner, you know what I'm saying, I guess at the time. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he was messing with Dale Dog. Later on, you're gonna hear names mentioned like Big U and stuff like that. So for Mark Stevenson mouth, you know what I'm saying, and y'all hear WAK when he called Stutterbox and he asked Stutter, like, hey man, what I got to do with that? Why Mark Stevenson whoop put my name and Mark Stevenson saying that you was calling him trying to get Dale Dog number or to get Dale Dog to tap in because you were corroborating information that you thought Dale Dog might wanted to know. You told them people, Mark Stevenson words, that Stutterbox is defective, which you're trying to say that Stutterbox was all bad in or telling. So based on that, Stutterbox thinking you a trusted friend, but the whole time you playing Spider, you know what I'm saying? You giving the boogie, you know what I'm saying? You giving the ups on you. But Mark Stevenson is like, well, if you know this, why is you still dealing with him? What's in it for you? Why are you dealing with somebody that you know is bad? Mark Stevenson and them, from what they saying and what it seems, they not giving them the time of the day because they messed with Stutterbox hard body. They like said, we met you by the way of Stutter. You the only reason why, that's the only reason why you even got in with us was through Stutter. Not because of you, Suge, and Death Roll and this truck driving situation. You got in through Stutter and now you giving information on him. We gonna back up from you too. And as he say, furthermore, so where I'm getting kind of confused at, I can't lie, like I said, you know, is that they saying that he did talk to Dog and gave Dog some information what would have had him implemented in the conspiracy to murder. Then right here from Mark Stevenson saying that Dale Dog wouldn't take this call. So we gotta figure out which is it. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back into this content. You already know it's the halfway to half effect. We're gonna commentate.
The blood, so it's back. I said, oh, okay.
And was this that also referred as confidential source number 2?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Well, man, I'm glad that the truth was able to come out. And it's sad.
But bigger than that, homie, right? You know, I watched dude, man. He said some things about the big homie Shaq, you know, that wasn't true. He said some things like he been trying to destroy the big homie Big U name. And I'm seeing and watching this, and I called the big homie U. We was talking. I said, yo, when you get into Atlanta, man, come see me. Because I had what I had for years. And when I gave it to the homie, I said, man, you read it. Because it was a big ass textbook of shit. And the homie just sided with what was right. He said, I can't fuck with dude no more. And that was the end of that.
Until WAK started attacking, and that's when WAK started attacking him with false allegations and all of this online weird shit, right?
Correct, because the homie Big U asked me why I didn't fuck with this nigga, and I said, he read it, he was like, oh, okay, I see why you don't fuck with the nigga. I can't fuck with the nigga. And that was it.
Wait, how long was it from when you first got it that you let met you in Atlanta to show him the work?
I got the paperwork from the attorneys probably in, I want to say 12 or 13, because it was a series of, remember the incident happened in 07, 06, 07, but Boxer went to prison. He called a drug case, so he went to prison, and they waited to almost the last month of the statute of limitations to go get the homies from Main Street. Right. So it had been about a 5-year period from the time that had happened to the time that they came and got the big homie. And then once they got,
how did you feel about you waiting that long, man?
well, he chastised me, and I never, one of the things, bro, and it's like it's the slippery slope, as people say, right? Like on one end, WAK, the nigga, he wasn't doing no harm, right? He was just trying to move around and be the tough guy. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is, okay, that's what you want to do, cool. But then it went from that to, I heard what he was saying about the big homie Shaq, and then I heard what he said about Big U.
Hit that like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
Hey, you, man, I want you to read something, man. And then once you read it, once you know, you know. That's Quran. That's the Holy Quran. Once you know, you're accountable for what you know. And when he read it, he said, okay, I see why you don't fuck with dude. I can't fuck with dude. And that was it. Let me tell you something, man. I probably haven't seen nor talked to WAK in years, And, I wish everybody success and happiness, but not on the basis of lies.
Right.
And not on
and really indicative of your character, Mark, because you have a whole campaign publicly of a brother that's heavy in our community positivity, is graduated from school and into football and all of these other positive things, and he smutting his name through the mud just because he decided not to deal with it.
And brother, well put. Look, I call the homie Big U all the time. I call him the naked truth. And he always be like, why you call me the naked truth? I said, because WAK is the well-dressed life.
Bitch, I'm naked right now.
It's an old parable about truth and lie when swimming. And, lie jumped out the water and put on truth clothes. So you had a well-dressed lie, but then truth got out the water and it was naked. So you got the naked truth that's trying to
do not stand on proper etiquette as far as where integrity stands. But a lot of people like to insert integrity, like to insert morals, inside their wordplay and in their mind to speak out their mouth. Just to sound cool in or to sound good. And a lot of people are not standing on integrity at all. They standing on certain principles that are dear to them.
So why did you go to no jumper? Because you ain't standing on no principles.
From a worldly aspect.
With WAK 100.
Kind of how like the United States section these states off. Oh, this Utah right here, this Nevada right here. This California right here, this Arizona right here, this Mexico right here, and so on and so on. Y'all get the picture. Now, this Mark Stevenson's guy, you've been knowing that WAK 100 was allegedly hot as a firecracker, and you still allowed him to play around in the industry and with certain people that you knew. Once you found out that he was dealing with Big U or dealing with anybody that you knew, you supposed to gave the game up. Hey, you, let me holler at you. This is not one of them situations where people always want to
hit that like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
I'm my business, man. You feel me? I ain't trying to get in nothing. They look like they was dogging like that. I don't want to get crossed up. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't make no sense for you to hide it and then come forth and bring it out.
Hit that like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
Do your due diligence or shut the hell up. That's just how that go. Because you shouldn't even never came out and said nothing. Soon as you knew he had a relationship with guys that didn't know, and you knew these guys were solid and or people that you looked up to and or big bro, the big homie, you supposed to spray him down. Hey, he's all bad. Look here. So, however, I don't want to keep my whole focal point on that. But he, in factually did, Mark Stevens drop the boogie. So he basically got at Big U like, hey, look here, check this out. You know what I'm saying? I guess it was asked why he don't mess with WAK 100. You know, if y'all caught that, you know what I'm saying, through this segment of why it was even asked, I don't even know why it came up. But obviously, he felt and seen that the Mark Stevenson guy did not like WAK 100 and or was shying away from him and wasn't dealing with him. Maybe Big U probably implemented his name a few times. Like, man, you know what? I'm actually with WAK 100. My boy WAK 100. When they was cool, he got this popping or he doing this for me. And Mark Stevens is kind of like taking the back seat, like, you know what I'm saying? They saying that, and Big E probably caught on, like, hey, what's up, man? You know WAK? You know what I'm saying? You mess with WAK, like, I know you know him, whatever the case may be. And
caught on to him.
Mark Stevens and our guest finally was like, hey, look, man, I'm gonna show you something, and you take it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Hit the Quran, quoted it on him.
Yeah, told him it's the Bible,
this
church.
I guess Big U read it. He was like, oh man, I see why you don't mess with dude. You know what I'm saying? And furthermore, the question get asked by, I think, Deuce M's like, man, how did Big U feel? Big U didn't like holler at you. Yeah, you know, the big bro, he did chastise me. And this and that. Like, man, so yeah, it's a cold game out here, man. Like,
cold world.
You're dealing with. Like I said, you got snitches calling snitches. You feel me? And then people don't care about that snitching shit. As long as they can benefit off that person and or that person got something of interest, you know what I'm saying, that can help them and heighten them. Like that shit out the door. Ain't nobody living on them principles. And like I said, you will have a snitch out here trying to highlight another snitch and or snitch activity, man. So it's a cold game.
Hit that like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
Man. Y'all can hop in the comments, you know. When I got that T-Zon, you know what I'm saying? When I do find T-Zon, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to answer back, you know what I'm saying? For sure. But y'all heard.
Well, y'all heard what y'all heard. Like he said, y'all heard it for yourself. Y'all seen it for yourself. The old double OGs, triple OGs got the paperwork on WAK when he was a YG, BG, G. Like they got all the paperwork on them. And like it said, man, if you a certified snitch, back in the days, they did hide you for the information. But still, WAK got some explaining to do. Why? Because he got caught with all them guns. He got caught with all them guns. So at the end of the day, you got caught just like Brick Baby, but you quick to throw Big Baby under the bus. But we still trying to find out about you. But them OGs, like I said, a lot of them ain't internet. So they were WAK. Oh, he's very well in the clear because these niggas ain't finna get online and start to. They not internet dudes. But they, just like he said, when old boy showed Big U the paperwork on WAK and said this is like the Quran, that's church. That means when you read this, this is that guy and ain't no lying about it. This is another Say Less Moments reaction, and all it was a reaction live. It's your boy Neptune the Goon. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Instagram, BEE.HUSTLE_. You hit me, I'm gonna hit you back with all facts. Say Less Moments TV. And I'm out.